Hey everyone, Nicholas here, and we've got another live stream today. We're going to be helping a lot of folks out here in California connect to EDD's hold line. We're also going to be teaching them exactly how to deal with the disconnects that happen when you're on hold with EDD, how to talk to these agents, what the agents can help you with, and kind of navigating the back end of the phone system that most people never get to actually see because the phone lines are always so busy. So again, this is a live stream to get people directly connected to EDD using a paid service called Claimyr. I'll be purchasing these calls for everyone that's in the live stream today that needs help with that. I'll also be answering any basic questions I can with regards to unemployment claims. Generally, this is a pretty fun session. The live streams go for about 2 to 2.5 hours. So if you're coming in late, no worries. Just go ahead and jump in. We just kind of help people as time goes by. So, the thing that we try to do here is we try and get everybody that needs a call. But more importantly, is most people don't understand that what happens on the other side of getting actually through to EDD and being on hold. There's just a lot of things that people just don't know about. And so that's really the point of this live stream, right? Is to kind of help people realize, like, hey, there's significant hold times involved once you get through to EDD, and most people aren't aware of that, right? In addition to that, there's issues such as the disconnects, which can happen particularly when you're trying to reach a tier 2 rep, and a tier 2 rep has a little bit more capability and expertise to fix your claims. So again, people don't really know all this back end stuff that's happening, and that's why these live streams are so valuable. So look, yeah, for any of you guys that are kind of jumping in the live stream right about now, the way that this works is, and you guys will see this pinned to the top of the chat box, if you guys want to call, I need you to email me. All right. And it's just real simple. Just email me that you've subscribed to the channel, a quick screenshot of that. Send me your name and your phone number. Okay. And once you've done that, make sure that you come back into the chat box and say, hey, Nicholas, I've emailed you. All right. Did you get my email? And that way I can kind of keep track of things, because I got to look at my emails, and then I need to look at actually what's happening during the live stream itself. So yeah, guys, like, this is going to be a lot of fun. I really encourage everyone to ask a lot of questions in this program. I'm going to teach you guys how to use this paid service called Claimyr that you guys are going to get for free today. And that's actually maybe as important, right? Because using Claimyr isn't just about getting through to EDD. It's actually about, like, why is it so valuable? So kind of learning how that value proposition works, right? And how you can best utilize that for yourself. So guys, like I said, if you already emailed me, please let me know that you've emailed me into the chat box right now. If you guys are joining from previous live streams, we've been doing a lot of these over the last week or so, jump in, say hi, welcome, keep us posted. We've got people that we've helped over the last, 5 days that have actually gotten paid while they've been doing this live stream with us. So I want to encourage everyone to, have some patience, right? Patience for starters. That's the first thing we want. The next thing that we want to make sure that you guys are aware of is that, this is going to be a live stream that's going to go on for about 2 to maybe 2.5 hours. I do have a hard stop at around 3:45 today. And the next thing we need you guys to do is to stay on the live stream. We're giving you guys these calls. I'm getting these set up for you, but you guys also need to realize, like, you guys need to help us in the live stream. Tell us, like, hey, I'm getting this call from Claimyr. It actually works. Like, let us know you got the call. Let us know how long it's taking to reach EDD, because there's a lot of people that want to know how long that actually takes. Let us know if you got disconnected. Let us know if you actually are talking to an agent and if they helped you, and if they have to transfer you to another tier 2 rep, right? These are all important pieces of information that I need all of you guys that are going to get these calls to be proactively sharing with us, okay? Because what it does is it helps us crowdsource the information. We all learn a lot more about it, in terms of, what we're expecting today in terms of the hold times. And we also usually have a couple recurring folks that come in and give us some great info and tips there. So guys, like I said, stick around for the live stream. These are really valuable. I hope you have the time today to dedicate this. If you don't have this kind of time today, I recommend that you don't stick around for the live stream. Because like I said, this live stream is going to go for 2 to 2.5 hours. If you don't have that kind of time, maybe try and do another live stream another time. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the chat box and get caught up here. All right, let's see what we got. Hey, Christy, good to see you again. She writes, hi, who do you suggest I contact if my assemblyman seat is currently vacant? So, Christy, I don't have any specific people that I'd recommend that you contact. In my case, when I was contacting all of my assemblymen in Nevada, I just reached out to every single one of them. And I blanket emailed all of them because that was the easiest way for me to do it. What I would recommend in California is probably contact like 3 to 4 of them, reach out to them via phone, reach out to them via email. That's the first thing I would do. And I'm telling you, they will help other people from different districts. Okay. So good luck to you on that, Christy. I'm actually going to be putting in here a quick link, and I'll drop this a couple times during the live stream about how to contact your assembly and how to find that person. Okay. So check that out. Rich writes, hello, thank you. I sent an email last time. I didn't get a call. Can you please help look it up? Yeah, Rich, I'll be checking that out. Thanks for checking in today. I just need to make sure, Rich, that your email, is going to show up as Rich, right? Because sometimes your your YouTube name is different than your email, and it's different than the name that you provide me. So if there's any confusion, I might ask you to send another email. And Rich, it might not actually be a bad idea if you send me an email yesterday. I've gotten a whole bunch. Send me another one really quick just to make sure yours is on the top of the list while I'm going through these chats, okay? All right. Hey, Michael, I remember you from yesterday. I appreciate it. Again, Michael, if you could send me a quick another email while I'm doing these live chats really quick, that'd really help kind of bring your email to the top of my list, okay? All right. All right, Rich, this is Sanchez. I sent you an email. Thank you. Thank you, Rich. And Christy, do you need another call? Or maybe, I don't know if I actually set you up with a callback yet, but if you need a callback, I'll get you set up. I'll be looking through my emails in just a minute. Thanks, guys. Crystal, I just emailed you. Thank you, Crystal. I'll be checking for that in just a minute. Aaron Edwards writes, been waiting 3 hours to speak to a tier 2 rep. Yeah, guys, so this is part of the key on this live stream is to realize, like, if you have a situation with your claim that a tier 1 or a level 1 agent, right? So basically it's like, the way you can think about this phone system is this. It's like when you walk into a store and you're talking to someone at, I don't know, the computer area. And, they're the basic folks, they can help you with the basic things. But, you probably might have, well, not probably, you may have some very difficult things that you want to ask some questions about your computer, or in this case, your EDD claim. That first rep, that level 1 rep, may not be able to help you. So though they will go and get what's called a level 2, or what I'm calling a tier 2 rep. And that hold time, right, for when that level 1 rep puts you on hold and gets you in contact with that level 2 or tier 2 rep, that is taking a long time, guys, but it's worth the wait, because most of the time a tier 2 rep can do almost anything to fix your claim. Okay, so waiting on hold for 3 to 4 hours, it's not unheard of. It's just part of the game, guys. And that is the unfortunate thing, right? A lot of people don't understand, like, hey, I'm trying to get through. I need to talk to EDD. What do you mean I've got to wait for all this time, right? Like, this is a part of the commitment. My general recommendation is this: if you need to talk to a tier 1 rep, a level 1 rep, plan on about 3 hours. Many times it's much less than that, but plan, like, set aside 3 hours to do that. That includes the time, for Claimyr, because you guys are going to see this. I'm going to purchase these calls for you. Claimyr has to take the time to get you that connection, right? So that takes up to an hour or longer, depending on the day. It's going to be a lot less today, guys, which is good, because Monday and Tuesday, super crazy. But then there's the time that you're actually on hold with EDD, right? So Claimyr gets you connected to EDD, and then you're sitting on hold with EDD, and you're waiting and you're waiting. Yesterday, we were doing the live streams. That hold time waiting for an EDD agent was over an hour. Okay, that's how busy it is Monday, and Monday and Tuesday. It should be less this afternoon, less. The other thing is that you might need to talk to an agent for, up to an hour. I don't think that'll be the case most of the time, but, nonetheless, you need to plan on that 3 hours. Okay, guys? And if you need to talk to a tier 2 rep, oh my goodness, you might be on the phone for 3 hours, a lot more. So it might be 6 hours, guys. So keep that in mind, right? The calling is difficult to get through, but there's also the other side of this, right? How much time you have to be on hold with EDD, and the fact, guys, that there are disconnects. EDD literally disconnects you while you're on hold waiting, which is super frustrating, but we've got a way around that, at least with regards to how Claimyr can help you with those disconnects, okay? All right, let's take a look back at the chats. Okay, Aaron writes, been waiting 3 hours to speak to a tier rep without using Claimyr. Hey, congrats, Aaron, for getting through, man. I'm really happy for you, bud. Okay, Rich, sent you a new email. Thank you, Rich. I appreciate it. Crystal writes, thank you. Hey, Daisy, good to see you again. Hey, Daisy, would you mind sending me another email really quick while I'm just catching up on the live streams? I'm going to go catch up on everybody's emails really quickly. It's just, I don't want to lose your email and all the ones that I've gotten so far. So if you guys are in the live stream today and you want a callback, okay, please email me. I put the instructions at the top of the chat box here. It's pinned. You just need to email me that you have a screenshot that you're subscribed to the channel. Give me your name and give me your phone number, okay? And that way I will purchase calls for you guys to reach EDD today, all right? All right, Lightflex. Hey, Rich, good to see you again. I appreciate it. I'll get you guys a call back going. Peter writes, can I get one of those free calls, please? Yes, Peter, please follow my instructions that I have, right? Just send me an email. If you have any questions, like I said, look at the top of the chat box. There's a pinned message there. That's how to do it. Christy writes, I do need another call. I got through on level 1 several times, but calls always drop during the hold time up to 2 hours before it drops. Thanks. Yeah, guys. So Christy, I will totally get you another call. Guys, like you guys got to realize, right? Christy's actually being super helpful to us here. She's giving us feedback. She's been in a couple of the other live streams that we've done. She's actually gotten these callbacks, and even with, you know, getting free calls with Claimyr, she's still getting dropped. Okay, but she's, you know, she's staying strong. She understands that the secret to success, right, is consistency. She keeps coming back. She keeps getting these connections. She's not giving up because she got on hold and got dropped right after waiting 2 hours. She's coming back because she knows this is going to work. She's also contacting her assemblyman right now, okay, potentially while she's on hold, trying to get some traction, right? Getting traction on her claim, attacking this from all the angles. Calling assemblyman until she gets her claim fixed. Okay, that's the process. And the cool thing is she's coming back into the live stream and she's letting all of us know like what's going on for her. Okay, I hope you guys will take, you know, some advice that she's given us, as well as, you know, please help share your experience, right? Like, let us know how it's working for you. Let us know how long you've been on hold. Let us know if you've got disconnects, so on and so forth. Okay, all right, let's see what else we've got here. Daisy writes, I haven't got a text yet. Can you help me? Yeah, Daisy, I haven't set up calls yet. You guys will see that going in just a couple minutes, okay? Michael writes, okay, thanks. I sent 2 emails, one from Yahoo, one from email address. All right, Michael, appreciate it. Cedruden. Hey, Cedruden, good to see you again. Thanks for coming back from the live stream yesterday. Let me know how it's going. If you need another call, we're doing them again. Although Cedruden, I will say that if you got the live stream yesterday, you should have 48 hours for more callbacks to request. And you guys get 10 more callbacks on top of the one that I originally sent you. So let me know if you need another callback, you use those 10 callbacks. But otherwise, yeah, I'm curious to see how things worked for you, Cedruden. Michael writes, I have scheduled jury duty next month. Do I need to report my hours to EDD? Scheduled jury duty next month. I don't think you'll need to report your hours to EDD, Mike. No. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think so. Tell me why you think you need to report that. I haven't seen that. That's a good question, though. All right, guys, we've got a number of people in the chat. I'm going to go to the emails here. All right, and really quick before I do the emails, right? You guys see this? You guys are looking at my phone, okay, on the side of the screen, right? This is literally like how I do this with live stream. So I come onto my phone and I'm literally like punching in your guys' phone number on Claimyr.com. I'm doing the whole process for you. And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is so you guys get the full benefit of Claimyr in terms of getting all those extra callbacks. Because you guys got to realize you're not just getting one callback today that I'm going to set up for you. You guys get to schedule 10 more callbacks over the next 48 hours for yourself. That's what's super cool about Claimyr. That's what's super cool about these live streams, okay? So it takes a little bit longer to get the callbacks because I have to manually do all this. So everyone be patient. I promise I will get to you, okay? All right, let's go check emails and get everybody caught up. Do need a pen. I'll try and keep up with chats as much as I can. And guys, when I'm looking down, I'm looking at my email or I'm looking down at my phone. I'm not, you know, ignoring you. I'm just multitasking, okay? Raymond Villegas, you forgot about my comment. Raymond, yeah, guys, that's the other thing too. If I don't call out your comment, like just repost it again. You know, again, I can't read all the comments. I'd like to, but sometimes I miss them. Just, you know, send them again. No issues. Raymond, yeah, what was your question, bud? And again, for everyone that's already emailed me that wants a callback, please let me know that you guys have checked into the live stream, okay? I need to know that you're here. All right, let's get this going here. I have a, let's see. Michael, I've got yours. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for participating in today's live stream. Should be fun. And Michael, I know you were there yesterday. And Daisy, I see you here as well. I know you were here at yesterday's live stream. Thanks for coming in, and thanks for emailing me again, guys. I really appreciate it. It helps me a lot when I don't have to search for emails. All right. Christy, I see you. Christy, okay, I'm getting you taken care of here. 21571. And guys, if you have any questions, basic questions, I will try and answer them with regards to claim questions. Okay. I'm primarily trying to get people connected to EDD today. I'm primarily here to teach you guys how to make sure you know how to use the callbacks from Claimyr, how to talk to these agents, how to deal with the disconnects, because you guys probably just aren't aware of like what happens once you actually get on hold with EDD, and the fact that you'll have to probably call EDD multiple times. So that's what my primary goal is, to educate you guys on that. My secondary goal is to help you guys out with any claim questions that you have. And you know, guys, like, look, let's make it fun, right? Like, I had somebody in the the live stream yesterday ask me what I had for lunch. Like, we can make this fun. This doesn't have to be all, you know, serious business. You know, I wish I had some better, you know, maybe some music or something like that to play in the background. But long story short, like, keep it fun. If you guys have any general questions, even if they're off the wall, as long as they're fair, I'm happy to entertain anything that comes along the line. I will say this, guys, no spam, no scam comments. You know, be kind. No political comments, okay? Fair enough. All right, let's keep going here. So I've got Lightflex. There you are. And guys, like I said, I'm looking at my email screen, so I can't really tell what's going on with the chat functions right now. All right, I see you, Crystal. All right, Crystal, let's get yours set up here. 873 8424. Okay, I'm looking for a couple other people here that have emailed me, but I haven't seen you check in. I'm looking for, I think that's maybe I have David Wallace. It might be Sanchez. I think I might have saw that in the chat. Let me write this number down. And one thing too, guys, like, I'm gonna be talking a lot. And I'm sorry that, you know, unfortunately, like, some of the information I'm gonna give to you might be the first time you've heard it, so it might take you a couple times. But I really encourage you to listen. Listen to what I'm saying. I think it will help you guys be less confused. Yeah. And I generally repeat myself a number of times throughout the live stream, so hopefully that helps too. Okay, I've got a Juan, I'm sure I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, Juan Wen. I'd love to get you a connection. I'm going to write your number down, but I do not know if you're actually in the live stream. This is for Juan Wen. 415-696. And guys, yeah, like I said, if you're in the live stream right now and you want a callback, please email me. The instructions are at the top of the chat box. If you don't know how to email me, or you don't know what the email is, you can't find that chat box, that pinned message I've got at the top, just drop it in, drop your question into the chat box. There's other people here that will help you. Okay, they know how to help get you figured out, right? Like, guys, and help anybody that needs help in the chats. Okay, please help me out with that. I've got a Sejion Cecilia. Bear with me here. I don't know if you're in the chat area. And you also, you didn't give me a phone number. Let's see. I've got Chris Smith. Nope. Nope, that's for Georgia. I've got a Charles Stantill. So Charles, if you're in the live stream, please check in. 37. I have a Yaneli. Yeah, I think that's Yaneli. Let me get your phone number, Yaneli. Oh my gosh. Way to go on the screenshots. Yaneli, if you're in the live stream, please let me know. 8243. Okay. See if I've missed anybody else. Patrick Wallace. Cool. Patrick, if you're in the live stream today, please check in. And all you guys got to do to check in is just say, hey, this is Patrick. I emailed you. That's it. Okay? Keep it simple. 5192. All right. We are about ready to start calling, guys. Okay. I'm going back to the chats right now because I haven't gotten any more emails, and I think we're all caught up here. Let's get some calls going and see if we can help some people. Okay, let me catch up on chats really fast. Okay. Okay, Raymond, no worries. I emailed you yesterday during the live feed. You said you'll get to me today. My email starts with RVPlayer39. All right, Raymond, let me see if I can find you, bud. RV. Yeah, so guys, make my life a little bit easier if you can. If your YouTube email, or sorry, if your YouTube name is different than your email or your name, which I totally understand it would be, like, let me know what your email looks like in the YouTube channel. And I am looking at this RVPlayer39. I'm looking up for this for your Raymond. All right, Raymond Villegas. Raymond, I do have you, my friend. Thank you for that. 707-419. And guys, I'm sorry. Like, I wish there was a better way we could do this, in terms of protecting people's, personal information a little bit more. But I'm not sharing last names most of the time. And if I am, it's an accident. And guys, again, like, I'm putting my card information up here on YouTube. You guys are going to see that here shortly. Like, if anybody's going to try and scam or rip anybody off that's trying to get help with unemployment, I don't know. They've just got some bad karma coming towards them. So that's my general approach with this. All right, let's get back to the chats. Let's catch up before we start dialing. Okay. Sadruden. Hey, Sadruden. I called in 5 times yesterday, and this morning I got through to tier 1 and tried to have them fix the issue. They tried, and it was out of their control, and she transferred me to a tier 2. Okay, so Druden, sounds like, again, the first person that you're reaching is that level 1 or tier 1 rep, and now you're reaching a tier 2 rep. I'm kind of curious. Oh yeah, tier 2 after 50 minutes the calls drop. Yeah, so guys, like, that's the thing. Tier 2 reps are difficult to reach. The transfers, for whatever reason, they drop. I recommend that you guys are all pressing 9 when you're on hold with EDD. Sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. But, again, this is about a game of persistence. This is about just keep knocking on that door. Keep knocking on that door. And that's why Claimyr gives you these 10 calls. And so, Druden, like, you've got more calls. If you need more calls today, let me know. Just keep trying. And like I said, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you'll get a level 1. Like, let's say you get disconnected and you're really upset, unfortunately. Use another callback from Claimyr, right? You'll be surprised. The next level 1 agent should be able to fix your claim fairly quickly. Okay, sometimes you guys will get lucky with that. So, and if not, you have to contact a level 2. No big deal. So, Druden, did you contact your assemblyman in the meantime, right? Because we're attacking this from all angles. We're calling, right? And we're contacting assemblyman. They both work really well. And I recommend that you do both, guys. Okay, back to the chats. UI Vlogs. Hey, UI Vlogs, thanks for joining again. Guys, everyone, UI Vlogs, he's going to be, at least for now, in the live stream. If you guys have not seen UI Vlogs or heard of UI Vlogs, he's a pretty popular content creator here on YouTube within the California EDD space. I recommend that you guys go check out his channel. He's always putting out great new content regarding unemployment claims. He's also extremely knowledgeable, far much more than I am with regards to specific claim questions. So, if he sees any questions that he can answer, he may jump in on a couple things here and there. But again, guys, please support UI Vlogs. I think he's just kind of showing up to, say hi, but please subscribe to his channel, support his channel. Keep it going for him and the other creators that we have in the space, including Shelly's Millions and Jenny Silver. They're all fantastic. I hope you guys are all getting, the help and the resources that they're out there providing. All right, let's see. Christy writes, thanks. This is now my job. Claimyr works every time. Truly appreciate this channel. You're welcome, Christy. Like I said, we'll be getting the calls going soon. Okay, Raymond writes, no worries. I emailed you yesterday. Okay, I got that one done. Gangway. I have 4 weeks certified and I'm stuck in pending. I never got my card. So Gangway, please email me, my friend. unless you're on this list I already have here, email me and send me your screenshots you subscribed, send me your name and send me your phone number and let me know that you've done that and I'll get you a call today, okay? So Druden, the tier 1 lady said you might be pending because of quitting voluntarily, but I left because I was quitting because of fear of one's health. Okay, so Druden, that's actually probably going to be closer to a tier 2, definitely going to be a tier 2 type issue. Maybe UI Vlogs has a thought on that in terms of basically, you know, they think you quit voluntarily versus you quit for fear of health. Okay. And it's not a question of who's right or who's wrong, but it's just a question of who do you need to talk to. I expect you may have to do a phone interview. But let's see if, you know, we can get anybody else to answer that. I still think calling works. I still think that assemblyman is a key thing that you need to be doing right now to get this resolved. Paul S. Hey, Paul. Good to see you. Good to see you again, man. Appreciate it. Reach him, you were on the live stream yesterday. I was able to get through and was told that I had an interview that might take 17 weeks. Okay, reach him. That's a really common thing. Basically, like when you call in and they say, oh, sorry, there's nothing you can do. You just got to wait for 14 or 17 weeks for your pending interview. You have 3 options now, okay? Your first option that I recommend is contact your assemblyman right now, all right? If you haven't already done that, please do so. I'm going to put the link in here one more time just so you guys have it. This is just a website that you guys have to find your rep. And if your rep isn't helping you or hasn't helped you in the past, reach out to another rep. Another assemblyman will help you. The second thing you have an option doing is you have the option of calling and reaching a tier 2 rep. I personally think that is one of the more effective ways to do it. It's faster, but you guys have to deal with EDD's disconnects. You have to deal with the hold time, so on and so forth. And you also have to deal with the fact that you're going to have to reach multiple people until you find someone who you can build a relationship with, who, you know, is competent enough and is specifically most likely going to be an adjuster who can do a mini phone interview over the phone for you. This is going to be a tier 2 agent and can get that fixed for you over the phone. Otherwise, you have to wait. Now, the third thing, and this is the good news, is that if you guys have been paid 1 week or more and you've been pending for 2 weeks or more, you guys are now going to be part of EDD's conditional pay now program. Okay, so that means that, you know, you will still have to do your phone interview in 17 weeks or whatever that looks like, but that means you'll get paid much sooner. We don't know how fast those payments are going out. They look like they're going out in batches, but those are your 2 options that you can do immediately, and I recommend you try that, or you can wait till EDD pays you under the conditional payment program, assuming that you meet that eligibility. All right, UI Vlogs. Michael, you will need to report any jury duty pay during your weekly certification. Thank you, UI Vlogs, for clarifying that. I didn't realize there was a jury duty pay. Hours are one thing to report. Pay is another thing. Yeah, guys, if you guys have any type of pay that you're accumulating or receiving, you do need to report that, you know, to your UI claim. All right, Michael writes, I've scheduled jury duty next month. If I'm selected, do I have to report my hours to EDD? Yeah, so again, Michael, I think UI Vlogs covered that for you. Again, if you receive any revenue for that, any payments for that, you will. Okay, Rich Noble Reactor, I'm here, Sanchez. Cool, I've got you, Sanchez. Reach him. UI Vlogs, any tips on what I can possibly do an interview earlier? Guys, absolutely, 11. Guys, I'm just catching up on chats. Okay. Rich, who can I help fix? I got paid, no card yet. If you haven't got a card yet, that's actually kind of interesting. So EDD as of July 25th is now going to be sending, when I say EDD, B of A is going to be sending out new debit cards with the chip now. If you haven't gotten your card yet, I'm not sure the best way to do that. Maybe UI Vlogs has an answer for that. I hate to say call, but might not be a bad option. Let's see. Michael, am I missing your name? Sorry, I missed it. Yeah, my name's Nicholas, okay? Daisy, hi, Daisy, good to see you again. Has anyone gone through this interview with EDD? Yeah, guys, if anybody's gone through the phone interview with EDD, please, you know, chime in. Reach him. Any tips would help. Thank you. Okay. UI Vlogs. Reach him. Some reported that after contacting their state assembly member that their time decreased. Have you tried that? Thanks, UI Vlogs. That's huge. David Rom, since December. 2020, I've had an open case for EDD. I've had a lot of messages that never got answered. 4 months ago, I did the necessary forms to the appeal hearing. Still haven't heard anything. Okay, yeah, it's going to be interesting. If you have an appeal, if your case is in appeals and you know it's in appeals, David, I could be wrong, but I don't know if calling can speed things up, because once it gets over to the appeals board, the adjudication department there, that's out of EDD's hands. So let me know if you're actually in appeals. Rich, I've got your email. We'll be getting calls going on. Appreciate you checking in again. UI Vlogs writes, reach him. If you have pending payments as a result of waiting on an interview, your payments are going to release to you while you wait on that interview. Yeah, guys. So again, to UI Vlogs' point, this is going to be part of the conditional payments program that EDD started as of Friday, July 23rd. All right, Daisy, I sent you an email. Yep, Daisy, I've got your email. Thanks for checking in. Lightflex. Mine is Rick Oliveros. I'm Rick. Yeah, so there's Rich and there's Rick. And I've got you both. So Lightflex, you're good to go. All right, guys. Raymond Villegas, thank you, Nick. Let me know if you called. Didn't really finish with me. Just want to make sure. Yeah, Raymond, I've got your info. All right, guys, I think we're just set up here. Lori, I see you just emailed me. And anyone else, again, that just came in, please email me and let me know if you guys want a callback, okay? Let's get these callbacks going. Let's find out how long this is going to take. So let's just break out the list right now. Michael, you're going to be 1. Daisy, you're going to be number 2. Christy, I've seen you. You're going to be 3. Lightflex, you're going to be 4. Crystal, you're going to be 5. Sanchez, you're going to be 6. I have not heard from Juan Wen, Charles Stantle, Yanali, Patrick, and Raymond. Raymond, you are going to be 7, okay? Those are the people that I have emails from, and if I've missed anybody, I apologize. All right. I've got the time capsule of Patrick and Asia Harris. Hey, good to see you again. Hey, man, you helped me a few weeks ago. Just this week, you helped my wife. Claimyr's legit. Hey, congratulations, Patrick and Asia. I'm really happy. You guys all set to go? If you need a call back, we're doing that today. Thank you for coming back into the live stream and letting me know, guys. I appreciate it. All right, let's get this first call set up, guys. So for those of you that haven't seen this before, it's pretty straightforward. I'm here at Claimyr.com, and I'm going to set this call up for Michael, okay? So all I'm doing here is I'm dropping this phone number in that Michael provided. And guys, one thing too, I'm trying my best, but sometimes I write the phone numbers down wrong, or even worse, I put the numbers in incorrectly because I have, well, yes, large fingers and a tiny phone, right? So I'm literally punching this in on my phone right here. So let me know if you see me punching your phone number wrong, and I will get you another call back, okay? All right, so I got the phone number in, and all I need to do is come down and select the state. So I select EDD. I'm going to press the call now button. And I'm going to scroll up here to this. So now we're in California, and they want a name and an email. I'm going to use my information because I'm making the calls for you guys today. And I'm just putting in my details. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. And then I'm going to punch in my card info here. Happy Wednesday, everyone, by the way. I've got a quick question for everyone in the group. And, you know, UI Vlogs, if you have any questions for the group, feel free to jump in. I'm kind of curious, like, can everybody drop in, like, how long they've been pending? Because I'm kind of curious. If you guys have been pending for more than 2 weeks or 3 weeks, please drop that in. Just say I've been pending a certain number of weeks. It's always interesting to find out how long that's been going on for certain people. Sometimes I'm really surprised how long people have been pending. And what I mean by also pending is also if you haven't received payments, okay? So pending and no payments. All right, so I've got my card information in here. Hopefully this is going to work. Cool. All right, so congratulations, Michael. We've got the success screen for you, right? The success screen tells you that you are going to be getting a callback from the following number, 1-800-300-5616. Keep an eye out for that phone number. It's going to be coming to you, and that's going to be your connection to EDD. They're going to call you back, and when you get that number, you need to stay on hold, okay? All right, let's take a look at chats really quick. Michael writes, if I start back to work at a restaurant and they close again due to COVID, do I need to reapply for UI as a new claim, or do I continue on an old claim? Michael, that will depend on how long it's been since you have not filed on your claim. I think the requirement is if you don't file for over 3 weeks on your claim, you will have to start a new claim, if that helps you. Peter writes, hey, Peter, Peter writes, you've been 7 weeks. That's a long time, Peter. Let's get you set up. Can you send me an email if you want a callback, man? I didn't see you on the list. Sadruden, 17 weeks. Okay, so Sadruden's got our longest one so far. Vitelio says this is the 3rd week. Lightflex is 3 weeks. I bet you Lightflex and Vitelio that you are probably in the quarterly review problem. That would be my guess. And if it's the quarterly review, it's probably an easy fix to get done over the phone. Even, yeah, over the phone or done through your assembly member, okay? All right, this next call we're getting set up. Michael Nelson, cool. Okay, guys, you guys saw this. Michael Nelson just came through and says he got the text. So after I send you guys, or I purchase this call for you, you guys are going to get a text from Claimyr. Do what Michael did. Please let me know that you got the text. That lets everyone know that A, it works. B, it lets me know that I've actually put your number in correctly, okay? So help me out there. All right, this next one's going out to Daisy. 848-0243. Cool. All right, so again, I'm just at claimyr.com, and now I'm going to select the state. Make sure that you select the right state. I've accidentally selected the wrong state before, and yeah, that's not going to help if Claimyr's dialing another state for you. David writes, appeals have been accepted. No, still no answer. I don't know if UI Vlogs has a thought on this, but if you are in appeals, David, my best recommendation is I don't think calling necessarily will help. I'll be happy to give you a call today to see if there's any information they can give you. I personally think you ought to contact your assemblyman right away and find out where your appeals is at. That's my personal advice on that. Usually they cannot change things over the phone on appeals. That's what I've heard. And that's what I've experienced with my claim in Nevada. So FYI. And guys, like I said, bear with me on this. It's going to be hard for me to keep up with all the chats that are going to start coming. So, you know, if you have a burning question, just drop your chat in there again. Or if I missed you or I missed your call or anything along those lines, just keep kind of chirping in there, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. All right, let's see if this goes through for you, Daisy. All right, well, that's interesting. I hope no one has actually just like stolen all of my card info, but you know, stranger things have happened. The reason I'm not hiding the card is it's actually really hard to hide the card during a live stream because the phone screen keeps moving around. It's just not really conducive to working. All right, cool. Daisy, you're getting a call back, okay? Let me know when you get that text, okay? Thank you, Daisy. Keep an eye out for that number, right? And it shows you right there, 800-300-5616. That's who's going to be calling you back. And guys, let us know how long those callbacks are taking, please. They could be coming pretty quick. I'm expecting about a half hour or around a half hour today. That's my guess. All right, so Jordan, Peter Collar, yeah, same here. That's my pending, when my pending started. Lori J, 15 weeks. Wow, Lori, that's a long time. Michael was pending for 3 weeks since 7/20. Okay. Reach him. I got through to my state senator. Hopefully that speeds up the process. Cool. Crystal Lopez, I haven't received payments for over 6 weeks. Haven't been able to certify in a month. Yeah, so Crystal, when you get on the phone, they can definitely help you fix the problem with certifying. You know, and with regards to the other payments for 6 weeks, start with getting able to certify. That's going to be a huge thing for you. UI Vlogs, thanks for your comment, UI Vlogs. Michael Nelson, as long as you're within your benefit year, then you would use your existing claim that is open. Yeah, so again, guys, make sure that you guys are following UI Vlogs. He's got a heck of a lot more experience with this than I do. All right, Michael Nelson, actually been pending since 7/20. I think I'm stuck in the quarterly review still. Yeah, it's quite probable that you are. The email is misspelled. Yeah, don't worry about the email, guys. It'll be okay. All right, let's get this next call set up. This is going to be for Christy, okay? All right, so again, I'm here at claimyr.com. And we're getting this going here. And guys, for any of you that have dropped into the live stream, you know, over the past like 10 minutes and you want a callback, feel free to get a callback by emailing me. Those instructions are up at the top of the chat box. I've pinned it there. You just need to send me a screenshot that you've subscribed to the channel. Send me your name. Send me your phone number that you want me to have EDD call you back on. And then let me know that you've emailed me into the chat box. And then I'll know that you're ready to go. Sorry. When you say email is misspelled, Lightflex, is that in my pin message? Which I can't see. No, okay, my pin message, no, that email's good to go. All right. Naisha Jackson writes, good afternoon. I paid for Claimyr, but it's under Spanish. Is there a way to change that? Yeah, Naisha, for sure. So contact Claimyr. They've got a great support crew there. Contact them at support@claimyr.com. I'm going to write that in. And let them know that you accidentally chose Spanish, and yeah, they'll get you set up, okay? So support@claimyr.com. And be nice and kind to them, please. They work very hard. They're also super nice. Okay. All right, let's get this going for Christy. Let's see. Christy's been waiting for 8 weeks. Yeah, guys. So this is my approach when it comes to unemployment claims outside of appeals. There are very few situations that you can't get fixed if you are persistent, assuming that you have a viable way of getting through and actually talking to an EDD employee. If you guys aren't seeing claims traction every, again, 2 to 3 days after you talk to an agent, now this is on the phone, I recommend that you guys are calling again. Now, that used to be the primary way that I recommended everybody, try and get their claims fixed. Again, like really being persistent and calling as much as they can. But that's changed over the past 2 or 3 weeks. And the reason being, guys, is that the state assemblymen there in California, you guys have 80 of them, all right? They have gotten, from what I read in a news article, and it may be wrong, maybe UI Blogs is a better answer. From what I understand, they actually have EDD staffers, 2 EDD staffers per assemblyman in their offices that are now working directly to help constituents with unemployment problems. And they've just gotten huge results over the past like 2-3 weeks. So if you haven't contacted your assemblyman recently, I encourage you to do that even during today's live stream, like just to get the ball moving on your claim. Again, attacking it from all angles. Okay, Christy, we've got a call coming to you. Please let me know that you got that text, okay? Keep an eye out for that number, 800-300-5616. All right, let's see what we got here. Michael Nelson. So now I just marinate here on your live until they call me today. Well, hopefully, Michael, you don't have to marinate too long. What we're looking at here is, stay on the live stream and help us out by letting us know like when EDD calls you back, because you're the first, you are the first person that got a call today. Let us know how long those callbacks are taking. That kind of sets the baseline for everybody else, right? So do us a favor, stay online. I'll do the live stream, like I said, for 2.5 hours. I've got a hard stop at 3:45 that I need to shut off for, but I'll go as long as that. Just stick around, please. It really helps us let us know what's going on. All right, so let's see. Let's get Lightflex going on here. Michael writes, I'm going to switch my Chromebook so I can leave my cell phone open for a callback. Thanks again. Yeah, you're totally welcome, man. And thanks for giving us the feedback, guys. Like, it's really important that we keep hearing from you. Because without that information, like, I'm running blind. I have no idea how long your hold times are. I have no idea that you guys are getting disconnected. And that's not where we want to be. All right, so Lightflex, let me get this one set up for you here. Okay, I think I've got that right. I'm going to go ahead and select California. Cool. All right, let me get this punched in. Again, I'm just putting in my details, guys, because I'm purchasing these calls for you here. Wow. The spelling is on point today. Vlaimyr.com. Well, maybe that's another company. The email doesn't have to be perfect for me, guys, because I'm purchasing these. These are, again, this is for your guys' benefit in terms of the information that I'm putting in here. All right, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. 429-294-89502. Okay, let's see if we got that for you. Cool. Hey, Lightflex, you're getting a callback, okay? Keep an eye out for that. All right, let me check the chats really fast. David, I've been certifying since December up through April. Then my appeal started. Okay. Yeah, David, if you want if you've contacted your assemblyman in the past, contact another assembly member. Literally anyone. Just try like 3 or 4 of them and ask them, can you help me with my EDD claim? And if one of them says yes and the other, say, yes, we can help you, just stick with one. Just try not to inundate them. David, just try someone else, okay? And look, man, if you want to call, send me an email. We'll get one set up. Hey, Tony, you want to call? Yep, follow the instructions at the top of the chat box. Let me know, give me an email and you'll see those instructions there. Jacqueline Turner, I'm waiting for what they call a transfer payment for weeks they owed me while they claimed they didn't get my ID.me information. Have you ever heard of this? They owe me 4 weeks. I haven't heard of it per se in EDD. I heard of it. My goodness. I heard it was actually occurring over there in Nevada and some other states. It's not uncommon. Yeah, it's not uncommon. Maybe UI Vlogs has a point on that. So UI Vlogs writes, and guys, again, UI Vlogs, he's a content creator here in the YouTube space for California. If you guys haven't heard of him, I hope you have. Please go check out his channel. He's got a ton of really key information. He responds to his comments, and I think, he'll take feedback that you guys are giving. So, please use him as a resource. It's great to have him here on this live stream. He jumped in yesterday to help out. This is fantastic. So, and guys, listen to what he's saying. He's got some really key points. So he writes, Nicholas, you are right. Assembly members have been authorized to hire new staff to handle just EDD claims. It does not seem they are official staffers from the EDD though. Okay, thanks UI Vlogs. I was reading an article from the Mercury News and they made it sound like they were EDD staffers, but yeah, but probably not. I mean, I don't see how they hired 160 of them so quickly, and they're only temporary. I think they're only going out until, I don't know, another 6 months or something like that. So anyways, let's see. UI Vlogs writes, each assembly office can hire 2 temporary workers to work on EDD cases for a maximum time frame of 4 months. Yeah, so guys, this is why we listen to UI Vlogs more than me. I said 6 months. He knows it's 4 months, okay? So guys, again, I'm not an expert in this, and I'll always tell you, what I think I know versus what I definitely know. So guys, again, it's 4 months that we have this really good window that the assembly members can actually really help. Okay. Guys, let's get another callback set up for Crystal. And I haven't heard back from Daisy, Christy, or Lightflex. Have you guys gotten your text messages from Claimyr? You guys got to participate with me here. You got to let me know you're getting those texts, okay? And those texts are coming from Claimyr. All right. Crystal, we're getting you set up here. All right, let's get your state. Cool. Cool. Congratulations, Crystal. You are getting a callback. Please let me know if you got that text, okay? You see that success message? Guys, every time I get that success message, that means that the card went through and you guys are getting that callback, okay? All right, let's see. Eric Marnov writes, during a few weeks that I received benefits, I made some money, but in the application I did not declare it. What can I now do to fix that? Well, I'd go in and report it. I don't know if you can actually do it online. It wouldn't surprise me if you could. Guys, I'm not an expert in California unemployment benefits per se. My benefits are actually based out of Nevada, so it's a very different system. Um, Maybe UI Vlogs has a comment on that, but I do know you do need to report those funds because one way or the other, they're most likely going to find out about that. And if they do find out about it, it can put you in a bit of a situation where there's potentially some overpayments, there's some stop payments, and it's just nothing that you want to mess with. So, Eric, if you'd like, we can get you on the phone with EDD today, but there may be very well be the ability to just Google that question. I mean, there's probably some answers there. You might be able to do it online through your portal. Okay, I don't have that answer, but I'm happy to give you a call if you'd like to find out through an agent today. All right. Michael writes, yeah, it felt weird giving my social security number to their authorized staff members. Yeah, so guys, that's one thing that you're going to have to do. If you contact your assemblyman, you have to give them, I think it's your full legal name, and I think you have to give them your social security number because, no, it's not just your full legal name. It's your full legal name and your claim number, your UI claim number, I believe. And UI Blogs, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. You need to have your UI or your unemployment claim number, and you also need to give them their social because that's the only way that EDD will effectively, verify that the person that they're going to help, which is you, is you. So you are going to have to do, I think that's that release for information that every assembly member is going to ask for. Okay. So, and that includes your employer claim, your unemployment claim and your social security number. So keep that in mind. Thank you, Crystal, for confirming. You're welcome. You got the text. Awesome. Christy, you just got your text. So much appreciated. You're so welcome, Christy. Okay, that's awesome. We've gotten, let's see, 5 people called back so far. Let's see, David or Sanchez, you were going to be next, and Raymond. And then I'm going to go back and check emails, guys, for more people that want calls, okay? So, Sanchez, you're up next. And what was I going to ask? Yeah, I'm kind of curious. How many of you guys are actually getting information from? Okay, here's a good question for you. Like, how many of you guys watch YouTube, um, and get help on your unemployment claims from YouTube? And if so, which channels do you watch? And not in any specific order, and which ones you like more. Just like which ones do you watch? Do you watch UI Vlogs? Do you watch Ginny's? Do you watch Shelly's? I've got some videos. Yeah, just kind of curious what you guys are watching out there on YouTube. That's the first question I have for you. The next question I have for you is which Facebook groups are you involved with? Are you involved in any of the unemployment Facebook groups? There's a lot out there, and there's a ton of good information on those Facebook groups. I'm kind of curious if you guys are involved in any of that. All right, David, let's keep your phone call cruising here. And I guess my third question on that is, again, which YouTube channels do you watch? Which, and if you're on Facebook getting help, like of those two formats, the YouTube or the Facebook, like what has been more helpful to you? In terms of getting good information, has it been YouTube in the comment section, or maybe the content that the actual creators are making, the videos themselves, or is it actually getting help within Facebook? I'm kind of curious how you guys are sourcing your information. Because it was crazy for me, like when I was in Nevada, I was getting all my help from the unemployment groups on Facebook. I didn't even think about looking on YouTube because at the time, and I don't think there is anybody actually doing that. Yeah, at the time there was nobody on YouTube, and I never would have thought to look for unemployment help on YouTube. Of course, I didn't realize there's a YouTube for everything out there right now, which is pretty cool. Guys, we're just kind of creating some chit chat while we're placing all these calls, okay? All right, hey, Sanchez, you're getting a call back. Please let me know you got that chat or that text, okay? That text is coming from Claimyr. And then after you get the text, you guys are going to get a call back from this 800-300-5616, okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Eric, let's see. Okay, Eric Marnov. Yeah, so this is great. It looks like UI Vlog came back to it. During a few weeks that I received benefits, I made some money, but in the application did not declare it. What can I do now to fix that? UI Vlogs writes, Eric's, you will likely need to call as soon as possible using Claimyr. This will most likely come up during a quarterly review in the future once that employer submits their quarterly review tax info to the FTB. Yeah, so Eric, let's get you set up with a call today, okay? The instructions get a call at the top of the chat box. I pinned it. You just need to email me that you've subscribed to the channel. Give me your name and your phone number, and let me know that you've done that in the chat box. Just say, hey, this is Eric. I've emailed you, and I'll get you a call back today. All right, Bargain Holic. I was found invalid, but placed on, I think that's PEUC. Now what? Constituent's new claim was filed on July 27th with a new start date of 5/9/29. The new claim was found to be invalid due to insufficient earnings work in the base period. Hey Bargain, there's a lot of information here. Hey Daisy, I've already sent you a callback, my dear. Yeah. Did you get a text message, Daisy? Please let me know. You were the second person that I called back. Yeah, guys, and again, please thank UI Vlogs for being here. He's he's helping correct some, hopefully not too major errors on my part, but he's also helping you guys get some pretty key insight in terms of what might be going on with your claim and the best way to approach that. So again, UI Vlogs is a content creator on YouTube. Yeah. All right. Jacqueline writes, Ginny Silver. Cool. Thanks, Jacqueline. Thanks for letting me know. Bargain Holic, or am I on some type of extension? Yeah, Bargain, I can't really decipher what's kind of going on with your comments. My personal recommendation is spend some time in your UI claim for starters, kind of getting some, familiarity with what's going on there, because that could be confusing to say the least. The next thing is if you just want to talk to somebody, get a call back today. All right. Michael writes, UI Vlogs, Ginny and Shelly's Millions, and me. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. Michael, to be honest, Ginny, UI Vlogs and yours have been the most helpful. Yeah, I think every single person that's working in the unemployment space on YouTube is genuine. I think they're honest. I think, yeah, I think we've got good players working in this space. It's really unfortunate. I see some nasty comments that happen to everybody. I see some nasty comments that were happening to Shelly. I had to remove some nasty comments to me. People were, what did this guy tell me today? He's like, all you do is repeat the same thing that everybody else does. And I'm like, well, thanks, man. Like, a lot of us are kind of going off the same news reports, so kind of unfortunately that's going to happen, when we're all kind of going off the same news. We all have different takes and different opinions on it, different, styles. It doesn't make it bad, I think it's just a question of, who do you like? And honestly, like, I recommend everybody watch everybody, because what I found in the past for me, and real quick, Raymond, I'm getting your call set up now. What I found in the past is that the more information, the more news that you have the ability to, view and consume, you will find little nuggets, little gold nuggets, literally, of like truth or key information that other people have. So just focusing on one channel doesn't always give you the full perspective. Okay. So anyways, that's how I generally approach it. I think everybody, again, in the YouTube's channel space is fantastic. And I recommend you guys all support them, please. There's room, and again, they're all coming from a place, I think, that is absolutely geared towards helping for those of you that are impacted by this unemployment situation. Now, if you don't like them, that's perfectly fine. But again, like, guys, like, be kind, right? They're all taking their time out of their regular day jobs to do this. And yeah, like, support them, subscribe, like, comment, like, do all those good things. Because again, like, I don't think a lot of people realize, this unemployment situation, it's not going away. And we really need people like UI Vlogs, like, Shelly, like Ginny, to keep making content. So when the next time you guys become unemployed, hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does, the next time it comes around, you've got that resource like, UI Vlogs or Ginny or Shelly or even me. We're still around in a couple years and we're still making content for you guys in this space, keeping you guys up to speed, right? So you guys don't have to learn, the whole wheel again. And that's why I think it's so important to, again, pay it forward, right? Like help the people that are helping you. And also sharing like what's going on with your claim. And what I mean by that is, like writing down in the comments in YouTube or on Facebook or wherever, like how you got your claim fixed. That helps so many people. That's called knowledge transfer, right? And without knowledge transfer, without you telling other people how it worked, paying it forward, other people are just left with like, there's so many people. I mean, I did a poll on my YouTube channel and I think I asked like, hey, did you get help through your assembly member? Did you get help by calling? Do you not know what to do? Or have you not gotten any help at all? And most people respond, they don't know how to get help. Like they don't know how to get help. And that's where like we have this huge educational learning gap that we have to really help close down, right? It's like not many people have been in this unemployed situation before and nobody knows how to really play the game with EDD. But those of you guys that are learning, like, by sharing that information and passing that forward, it helps so many people. And you don't have to do much. I mean, you can do an interview with me where I, just quickly do a quick video interview with you and we share how you got your claim fixed. And that can impact literally thousands of people or more. You can leave a comment on UI Vlog's channel on how you got paid, right? Like these are all ways that you guys can pay it forward. Okay, enough of that. Really quick, Raymond, you've got a call. Please let me know you got the text. All right, let's take a look at the chats here. Daisy writes she's been waiting for 13 weeks. Cool. Michelle Wright, I have UI payments I've certified for that are still pending since the beginning of the year. Wow, Michelle, let's get you a call. And I also want you to contact your assemblyman today, please, if you haven't already done that. And if your assemblyman hasn't helped you in the past, contact another assembly member. Please, guys, if you've been waiting that long, you need to reach out. You need to approach this from contacting the assemblyman. You also want to try this from the calling perspective, okay? All right, what else do we have here? UI Vlog, bargain. You are talking about receiving an insufficient earnings notice following the end of your benefit year. If that is the case, you will be kept on a federal extension and not on a regular claim. Okay, Michelle Wright. I'm supposed to be receiving a call from EDD at 3 p.m. today and wondering what I can do to make sure they fix this issue. I'm going through hardship and they haven't fixed my case. Yeah, well, Michelle, I would have all your documentation ready to go today on this interview. I would make sure that you have documentation, that supports that you're going through hardship. Honestly, just be prepared to speak the truth, state the facts. The other thing that you want to make sure that you're doing, guys, anytime you're having an interview with EDD, you want to make sure, because work search requirements are back on, you want to make sure that you are stating to them that you are looking for full-time work and you are available for full-time work. Those are some key things that they're going to want to hear from you, to maintain your eligibility. Okay. And Michelle, if you'd like a call, please send me an email. All right, Michael Nelson, you all have been equally supported and appreciated by me personally. Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Michael. That's a nice comment. Daisy, you're welcome. UI Vlogs, bargain. Receiving that notice is pretty typical among PEUC claimants who had to file a new claim following the end of the benefit year. EDD just need to determine what claim to keep you on. Cool. Thanks, UI Vlogs. I didn't know that. I learned something new today. Jay Johnson, hello, sent you an email. Okay, thanks, Jay. And guys, anyone that has sent me an email, please let me know that you sent me an email. It makes my job a lot easier when I go back and check the emails here in just a minute. All right. Daisy writes, just got the text. Okay, if you just got the text, that took a little while, but Daisy, now you need to wait for a call, okay? Just like you see on the screen, right? That's what's on my phone right now. You're going to be looking for that 800-300-5616. Michael writes, the polls are very helpful and give a hopeful perspective based on how many subscribe and actually participate. Keep them coming. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Thanks, Mike. Okay, let's go back and check the emails because we got a lot of people that need more phone calls. I'm going to get some water. We are now at 2 o'clock here. Guys, I've got time to go till 3:45 if we need to. Okay, so again, we've got a lot of people in the live stream today, which is great. Some people are just kind of checking it out. Again, I always encourage you, if you guys are having problems with your claim, if your claim is pending, the purpose of this live stream is to get you connected to EDD today. Now, again, what Claimyr does, and I need this to be very, very, very clear. I think a lot of people get confused. Claimyr does not get you in contact with an agent directly. What Claimyr does is it gets you on hold with EDD. So you don't have to dial again and again and get hung up on by EDD. You guys are responsible for maintaining that hold, for being on hold. You are responsible for talking to your agents. You guys are responsible also for the disconnects. When I say you're responsible, like Claimyr has no control over that. The disconnects happen, guys. Unfortunately, it's just it's an old phone system, and they only have so many agents that can answer phones, and basically they just start kicking people off. They just start disconnecting them. So that does happen, guys, and that's why I will talk about it in just a bit. The Claimyr callbacks are so valuable, and that's why you guys are so really fortunate today. Is that you're not just getting one callback today. You guys are actually getting 10. You're getting 10 more callbacks to use over the next 48 hours. All right. That means you guys can request at your time, at your leisure, a callback from EDD whenever you want it. All right. So those are good for another 48 hours. And I'll teach you guys how to use those coming up shortly. All right. Let me see. Michelle Wright, thank you. We'll send you an email. Should I send it before or after my interview? Michelle, I would probably just get it going. Well, if you're waiting for a phone call here in the next hour, yeah, send me an email after your phone call. And one thing too to note, Michelle, this may not happen. There are many times they don't pick up the phone, or sorry, they don't call. So keep that in mind, right? Like if you don't get a phone call from EDD, I would keep your phone line open. They might call late, but sometimes they don't call. If that's the case, I would come to another live stream that I'm going to do. I haven't set the date for that. It might be early next week, like Monday. But yeah, like come to another live stream. I'm a little cautious on sending you a call today, Michelle, because you are expecting a call from EDD, and I don't want there to be any issues with you getting that call. Okay. Jacqueline Turner, I'm on tier 2 augmentation. Is this federal? How many work searches do I have to submit? Tier 2 should be just an extension. It's a federal extension. And I don't believe that's Fed Ed. Jacqueline, you need to do 1 work search per week. Unless you have a Fed Ed claim, which I don't believe you have, you only need to do 1 work search per week. All right, back to checking emails, guys. All right. Okay, looks like we are at Michael Furl or Lori. Lori, if you're in the chat, please check in. Just write your name, Michael or Lori, in the chat box for me. I'm writing down your phone number right now. Hey, and I'm also looking for Juan Wen, Charles, Yanali, or Patrick. Any of you that need a callback, please let me know. All right. And Jay Johnson. Cool. All right. Let's get Jamar. Jamar, can you please check in too, my friend? Just let me know that you're in the live stream for me, okay? All right. Very cool. Okay, that's it. That's all I have for emails right now, guys. Again, for those of you that are in the live stream and you want a callback, email me. All right. Michael Nelson writes, what time is the best time of day to start Claimyr? Daisy, Michael, I'll get to that question in just a sec. Hey, Jamar, I see you there, bud. I'll get you a call back in just a second. Michael, let me answer that question for you. So the best time of day, I don't think there's really a best time of day. I would say there's better times of the day. Generally in the afternoon, it's a little bit better. More importantly, it's the days of the week. Later in the week is better. Monday through Wednesday is pretty crazy. Monday and Tuesday is crazier than Tuesday. Tuesday is not as crazy as Monday. That's how it works, right? I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday are probably the best days to call. I think things start getting crazy on Sunday again when people are certifying and EDD is getting bombarded with calls there. My personal recommendation with Claimyr is, depending on what type of person you need to talk to, whether it's a level 1 or level 2 agent, you probably want to be using Claimyr. If you need to talk to a level 1 agent, you can call all the way up until, I'd say, gosh, 6:30, 7 o'clock. and you'll reach an agent before 8 p.m. when they go home. I recommend also that you're using these callbacks that you guys have after EDD closes. So after 8 p.m., EDD closes, and if you request a callback from Claimyr, they will schedule your call for the next morning starting at 8 a.m. and you'll get that call, pretty close to first thing in the morning, which is pretty awesome, right? Like you just wake up the next day and you're like, coffee, whatever you do in the morning, and you're just waiting for a phone call. It couldn't get any easier, right? And then, depending on how that phone call goes, you request another callback if you need it, and a couple more during the course of the day. And then you repeat that, as many times as you need it within 48 hours. Daisy, it says 1 to 2 hours for a callback. We'll see. Yeah, so I've noticed that they have this text message that says it takes 1 to 2 hours for a callback. Sometimes it takes less. I mean, I've literally seen it take 7 minutes before. 7 minutes to get a callback. Okay, it really just depends. You guys have to understand. So the way that Claimyr calls, they don't send like a million phone calls, because each one of the phone calls that Claimyr sends, it costs them, it costs them money, right? But they don't send a million phone calls trying to get you through super fast. On average, from what I've seen, they dial 15 to 30 times every time they get someone successfully connected. But they space those calls out, over a period of time. And the reason that they don't spend, or send all those calls is that they can't clog the phone lines. Because there's 2 reasons for that. And 1, it's not fair, right, for everyone else if the phones are clogged. And 2, it's not actually fair to Claimyr, because it actually hurts them. If they send a million calls, they're actually competing against themselves. So it actually costs them more money to get them connected. So that's why they don't send many calls. That's why it takes a little bit longer to get those connections. We had somebody on the live stream yesterday. He has the record. He called EDD 200 times in one day by himself as a human. The average person, from what I've seen, dials like 60 to 80 times a day. Claimyr's dialing 15 to 30 times a day. So it takes a little bit longer to get the connections with Claimyr, but it's guaranteed to work, and you guys get those callbacks. All right, let's see what we got. Lori, hey Lori, there you are. I see you. Thank you for checking in. Lori, you're going to be number 8, and Jamar, you're going to be number 9, and that means Lori and Jamar, you're going to be next. So just be patient. I'm almost getting caught up here on the comments. Daisy writes, "Thank you so much for helping us." Hey, Daisy, you're welcome. Okay, guys, like, yeah, like tell your friends and family about this stuff. Like, there hasn't been enough help out there. There hasn't been enough news articles out there. The help that we have really gotten in this space has come from a lot of the YouTube content creators like UI Vlogs, like Jenny, like Shelly. I came in May, which, gosh, it's over a year after the pandemic started, right? Like it's crazy. So, this is a way that, I can give back to you guys. This is a way to hopefully, you guys can share this and pay it forward by letting us know how, this worked for you. Letting other people know that you guys can get help by calling or by contacting your assembly member. Like, this is all about crowdsourcing the help. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're here to do. All right. Michael writes, "I thought they changed their customer service hours back to Monday through Friday." No, Michael, unless I've have not seen that update, I believe they're still doing Saturday and Sunday calls. I'm almost 95% sure of that. Because I place calls for Claimyr on the weekend. Okay. Michelle Wright, okay, sounds good. I will make sure I get with you on your next live streaming with my case if it's not fixed after my interview. Thank you and appreciate your help. Hey, Michelle, thank you for dropping in and leaving your great questions. I hope your interview goes really well. Look, the live stream will probably still be going, so if you don't mind, like maybe come back in the live stream and let us know, like, how did the phone interview go? Did they call you? Was it hard? Like, what, was it a tough question? Is any of that kind of stuff? Just help us. That really helps the rest of us kind of know like what to expect. All right. Alex, hey Alex, just want to say thank you for the callbacks yesterday. I used it yesterday and my calls dropped after on hold for about 3 hours, got discouraged, and then replied yes to the text this morning. Okay, cool, Alex. Did you end up getting through? I'm kind of curious. I know, guys, that's the one thing you guys have got to be all prepared for. If you need to talk to, all right, so again, right, remember, these are the steps. The steps are like this. The first thing you're going to do by getting a callback with me today is you're going to get a text. The second step is you're going to get a callback from Claimyr. And we don't know how long that's going to take today. It might take 30 minutes or a little bit longer. We'll find out. The next step is you're going to be on hold. You're going to be on hold until you talk to a level 1 or a tier 1 rep. That rep may or may not be able to help you. If they don't have enough training or experience to help you, they may transfer you to a tier 2 rep. And the hold time for a tier 2 rep can be longer than 3 to 4 hours, unfortunately. That's why I personally recommend we, call later in the week, right? Those hold times are less and the disconnects are less infrequent. So just keep that in mind. Like, this is a process. Don't get discouraged. Just know this is how the game works, right? And then by using these callbacks that Claimyr gives you that I'm setting you guys up with today, I mean, 10 calls in 48 hours, you're gonna reach somebody if you guys have the time to wait on hold, as long as you don't get discouraged and you don't give up, okay? All right. Alex writes, got a call today, was on hold for 3 hours, but got everything sorted out. Thank you so much. Claimyr's the best and it works. Alex writes, really, thank you. Yeah, so guys, perfect. Alex, thank you for coming back and kind of reiterating what I'm saying here, right? He persevered, or he or she, I don't know. I'm just going to guess. Anyways, Alex persevered, right? He was on the live stream yesterday, was on hold for 3 hours. The call got dropped. He asked for another callback. He was on hold for 3 hours again today, got on the phone with a tier 2 agent, and bam, he got his claim fixed. Like, it's how it works. By being persistent, he didn't give up. He used the callbacks, okay, guys? So if you don't get your claim fixed today, no sweat. Like, don't even worry about it. You guys have gotten all these great tips that I'm sharing with you, and I'm going to share a whole bunch more here really quickly. That, you need to contact your assembly member, right? Right now, I'm going to drop that in the channel. If you have not contacted your assembly member, do it. Guys, do it. And if your assembly member hasn't helped you in the past, contact another assembly member. Just keep talking to assembly member until you get some help on this. The next thing again is that you guys have these callbacks that you guys have for Claimyr for the next 48 hours. Like, keep using the callbacks. Stay on hold. I'm telling you, it's worth the effort. All right, what do we have here? Bosvik. Woke up this morning with 10K in my account. No need to buy Claimyr. Hey, Bosvik, I'm so happy for you. A lot of people are getting paid right now as a result of the conditional payments. Now, what this means is that if you've been let me rephrase this. If you've been paid for 1 week in the past, and you've been pending for 2 weeks in the past or more, you will get all of your unemployment back pay, as well as you will be kept current up through September 4th, assuming you remain eligible. So that might be why you got your 10K. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you guys. And guys, this isn't about buying Claimyr. This is about understanding how to call. This is about understanding how to fix claims. Calling is one method. Contacting your assembly member is another. All right. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you guys on that education side of piece. Okay. All right. So with that said, let's get Lori's contact number set up, and then we'll do Jamar's. And again, anybody that wants a callback, guys, like, it's here. Please email me. The instructions are up at the top of the chat bar. I'll put it up here really quick. In case you guys have missed it, if you want a callback, these are the instructions. It's super simple. That is assuming I can copy it. And again, congratulations, Bosvik. I'm glad you got your that's a nice chunk of change for sure. I saw an email from somebody that actually got 30K deposited into their account. I will say this, for all of you guys that are getting your funds put into your account, I hope you guys are taking that off of your B of A account as fast as possible due to the fraud that's going on with that. So make sure that money doesn't stay on that card for very long. All right, Lori, let's get you done up here. All right, California. Cool. Yeah, guys, I'm literally programming this phone, as you can see on the screen. Cool. Hey, Lori, let me know if you got that text. You see the success screen, okay? Keep an eye out for that text message, and then after you get the text message, some point you will be getting a call back from that 800-300-5616, okay? Let's see. Rich Noble Reactor, you got a, I think you are Sanchez, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, awesome. Thank you for letting me know you got the text, okay? You guys just need to be patient, all right? Claimyr, if you got the text message, Claimyr is literally dialing right now in the background, reaching EDD. We're still waiting to hear confirmation on, our first people are getting those callbacks. It's going to happen soon, guys, so just be patient, okay? And again, I'm going to start talking a little bit more about, agents, the quality, the things you can do to increase your odds of getting help. I've got a lot more information to share here. I'm just getting these last few phone calls out. So Jamar, let's get you set up. Michael writes, if I actually get connected and problem solved, I'll order you a pizza. I appreciate that, Michael. How about you not order me a pizza, and if you get your problem solved, do me a favor and come do an interview with me on my YouTube channel. Just do like a 3 or 4 minute interview, kind of tell like what was going on with your claim, how you got it fixed by calling or maybe by your assembly member or any of that, and share your knowledge with other people. And then we'll put that out on YouTube if you're comfortable with it. And if you're not comfortable with it, then don't worry about it. Like, I appreciate it. That'd be very kind of you. All right, Jamar, let me get you set up, my friend. I'm actually going to be doing another live stream tomorrow in Georgia, helping people down there. And I got to say, you guys, as much as you guys are pissed off at EDD here, you guys have no idea the nightmare that's going on down there in Georgia. It is insane. You're only allowed to call in Georgia Monday through Friday from 8 to 4 p.m. So if you've gone back to work, you can't call anybody because they go home at 4 p.m. Also, you can never get through because they have next to nobody that actually answers the phone. So you can't like call on your lunch break. So people down there, nobody can reach Georgia Department of Labor, and it's absolutely just crazy what's going on. Like nobody's getting help down there. It's a sad situation down there. So we're going to be setting them up with some callbacks for Claimyr, hopefully getting them through, because then again they can get through and get on hold. But the worst part about Georgia is they have crazy disconnects, even worse than California's. And unfortunately, the agents in Georgia are really hostile. They're not friendly when you get on the phone. They're not nice, and they hang up on people. They're rude. Yeah, it's just altogether kind of a unpleasant experience. Well, I hope this isn't happening, but I'm afraid someone might be stealing the card information. And if they are, I hope you stop doing that and help allow me to get people connected to unemployment. So if anybody's actually doing that, I don't want to accuse anybody, but if you're actually doing that, like, please stop. I will have to stop doing these live streams if people actually start stealing the card, because this is the only way that I can actually get you guys connected to Claimyr is by using these prepaid cards, and I load a certain amount of money on them. So anyways, we'll see if that's going on, guys. So I think I only had 8 on that one. Okay, Jamar, there's your callback. Let me know if you got a text, okay? Keep an eye out later from that number from 800-300-5616. Okay. Alex, I'm on the call now. I've been on hold for 3 hours. Okay. Alex, very cool. Alex, what I personally recommend is obviously good luck. Press 9 every 10 minutes or so. It seems to help with the disconnects. Keep trying that. And again, my best wishes that everything goes through for you. Daisy writes, yep. Okay, Daisy, I see that you got a text. Thank you. Michael writes, haha, sure, no problem. Okay, Jamar, thank you. You got the text. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and check emails really quick, make sure I don't have anybody that I missed so far, and then I'm going to really kind of get into the key tips that you guys need to be aware of. Awesome. Okay, I think we've got everybody. Let's get into it here. All right, so what do you guys need to know that you don't know? Well, all right, so you guys need to understand that again, getting a hold of an EDD agent is a difficult thing to do, even using a paid service like Claimyr. It's a very difficult thing to do. Monday through Wednesday, it is just wild how many people are trying to get through. Jacqueline writes, I think I sent the tier 2 lady into shock. She was not ready for me when I asked her how her day was going, lol. Awesome, Jackie. That's so cool. Yeah, so that's a key thing we'll bring up here. I hope you guys caught that. Jackie's on, talking to a tier 2 agent, and a tier 2 rep was in shock when she was, asked her how her day was going. Yeah, we'll get into that tip. So again, I'm talking about like how difficult it is to reach an agent, right? And you guys need to realize, like, a paid service like Claimyr isn't going to be a home run in the sense of getting you to talk to an agent, right? So there's all these different pitfalls that can happen. So let's talk about this now that you guys have all gotten your calls and we're all waiting for those callbacks, right? Let's kind of talk about what this process looks like so you guys really know what to expect. So after, I've set up these calls for you, or let's say you're purchasing, Claimyr for yourself, you guys are going to get these text messages, and then you guys are going to have to wait until you get a callback, right? And Claimyr says on average it takes 1 to 2 hours. It'll be much faster than 1 to 2 hours today, I think. Yesterday was taking about 45 minutes to an hour most of the time, and I think it'll be less this afternoon. It's being Wednesday. It should be a little bit lighter. Mike writes, oh my God, not cool. He's doing this out of pocket to help the unemployed community. Don't ruin it for everyone who's experiencing financial loss. Yeah, I can't verify that anyone's actually stolen the card number, but again, I can't hide the number, unfortunately, because the screen always moves around and it just is going to show it. So I don't want to do that for people. I don't want to shut down the live streams, but like I'm paying for these myself. Just guys, like if you're, I can't convince somebody. If someone's like going to come onto a live stream and steal card numbers, they're going to do that. And maybe that's, I've got to figure out the way around that. Hopefully that's not the case, but please don't. There's not much money on the cards anyways, guys. It's just enough to make sure we keep, enough people getting calls on a regular basis. Okay, so congratulations, Michael. He just got a call back right now on hold since 2:26. There it is, guys. Michael, I think we scheduled your call around 1:45. That'd be my guess. So I think callbacks, guys, are taking about 45 minutes today, if I had to guess. Okay, 45 minutes or less. There's your math. So we're kind of back here talking about how the process works, right? Like we're waiting for these callbacks, right? And you just found out, okay, today, right now, the callbacks from Claimyr are taking 45 minutes. Now, Michael's going to be on hold, and he's going to be hearing the awesome EDD hold music. And when I say awesome EDD hold music, I'm just telling you, like, it's terrible. Like, it's terrible hold music. But, maybe you guys can do some other things while you're on hold. What I recommend is once you get on hold with EDD is that you press 9, once every 10 minutes or so. It seems to help. A lot of people are getting disconnected around the 44-minute mark for some reason. When you're on hold for 44 minutes, it seems to disconnect. Hopefully you're not on hold that long while you're waiting to talk to a tier 1, but it might happen. So again, press 9 every 10 minutes or so. It seems to help. All right, so the next thing we want to keep an eye out for. Oh, Hannah writes, hey, Hannah, you were on our live stream yesterday, and thanks you for coming into the live stream and giving me an update. You write, just wanted to give you an update. I was polite, like Nicholas said. He went above and beyond and talked to a specialist and let me know in 2 weeks I should have my phone interview scheduled. Okay, Hannah, I'm really happy for that that went well. I personally think you should call again. I really, really do. I think that you want to ask them, is there any way that I could talk to a tier 2 adjuster or ask to speak to an adjuster? Be very polite If you have a phone interview that's scheduled and you want to get your claim paid faster, they can potentially do this over the phone. You have those extra callbacks, Hannah. You were on our live stream yesterday. They're good for 48 hours. They're good for today and good for tomorrow. You know, consider calling back in and ask to talk to a tier 2 rep or specifically an adjuster to get you help on your claim. Okay, that's my recommendation. This is my recommendation to all of you. Anybody that tells you it's going to take a couple weeks, even if they're really nice and friendly, call again. Call again. You've got to keep talking to reps until you find someone who has the skill set to fix it over the phone. That's not to say, Hannah, that you got bad information. I'm just saying you shouldn't necessarily need to wait the 2 weeks. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have here. Ray Morris. More solely. Hey Ray, if you want to call back, look at the top of the chat box. You'll see the instructions. You just need to email me that you subscribe to the channel. Give me your name and your number and let me know that you've emailed me and I'll send you a call. It's straightforward. Okay. Let's see. Michael writes, callback times from Claimyr is average now 45 minutes. Okay. Hey guys, congratulations. We've got this now. Daisy was the second person that we contacted. I called her right after or set up her Claimyr call right after Michael. They just called her at 2:29, so it's taking 45 minutes. So guess what? That means Christy, Lightflex, and Crystal in the next few minutes. And also Sanchez, you should be expecting callbacks really soon. Okay. All right, let's take a look. Hannah writes, should I be, because I have an issue with wages being recorded differently? Yeah, Hannah, please definitely do that. Contact them and ask. Once you talk to a tier 1 rep, you know, they're going to say, okay, you know, you need to have a phone interview, and just say, yeah, you know, I think this might be a simple issue. Is there a way that I could possibly talk to an adjuster? Ask for an adjuster. That's what I've heard is the key magic word. Say, I'm going through financial hardship. I need to talk to an adjuster to potentially have this phone interview looked at. Maybe they can do it over the phone. It's worth trying. How long have you waited for your payments? What's it going to cost you to spend a couple more hours, especially with the free callbacks that you have in your pocket right now? And if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Like, share the callbacks with some friends and family if you know anybody that needs to reach EDD. You guys can. I mean, they have to use your phone, but so what, right? Okay. So we're kind of talking about, right, like these disconnections, right? You might be disconnected while you're waiting to talk to your first EDD agent. But this is what's really important now that you guys need to understand. Okay, Michael writes, they just hung up on me. Oh my God. Yeah. So guys, here's our first disconnect. It was literally less than like 5 minutes. He got disconnected. Now, this is not Claimyr's responsibility. Michael, I'm sure you're super frustrated right now, but this is how it works. Michael, what I want you to do right now is look at the text message that Claimyr just sent, or they sent you one earlier, and just reply YE yes. That's all you have to do. YE yes, respond back to the text message, and you will see that they will call you back in less than 45 minutes. You're just going to get put right back into the queue, and Claimyr's going to start calling just like it was right when I got that set up for you, okay? You still have time today. Don't give up. Reply yes, and then you have 10 more of those callback requests that you guys can choose yourself. Michael, let me know if that makes sense. Hannah writes, I'm doing it, and thank you so much. I will definitely ask for an adjuster. I've been waiting for 14 weeks. Okay, cool. Hannah, the other thing I want you to do is this. I want you to contact your assemblyman, and if your assemblyman doesn't get back to you, when I say contact, I mean email and call. If they don't get back to you in a couple days or faster, do it. Find someone else. Contact another assemblyman. There's a ton of help that can be done, and UI Vlogs was just on the channel, and he mentioned that contacting your assemblyman can reduce that time for that phone interview. So please do both, okay? Use the callbacks and contact your assemblyman, or contact other assemblymen to get your help. All right? Michael, I replied back, yes. Cool. Michael, all right, so you are now going to get a callback in the next 45 minutes or less. I guarantee it. And the same thing's going to happen to you. Daisy, please let us know if you get disconnected, okay? Guys, you see how these disconnects happen? They happen to anyone at any time, This isn't Claimyr's responsibility. Like, once you get on hold with EDD, Claimyr's out of the picture. They're done with it. They're not holding the phone. They're not listening to the phone. They have nothing to do with it, right? That's their entire job, is to get you guys connected. Okay, Hannah writes, doing that. I talked to them yesterday, Adam Gray. Cool. Hannah, keep working that angle, okay? Just keep working that. I promise you, the assemblyman option is a completely different and very viable thing to do these days. Okay. All right. So let's kind of keep carrying on. So you guys now know, right? Like, oh my gosh, I might get disconnected at any point in time. You know, Michael was on the phone for less than 5 minutes and then, you know, was on hold. So he's listening to this hold music. He's pressing 9 every 10 minutes or so. The other thing that you guys are going to hear through EDD is you're going to hear this option of, hey, if you don't want to wait on hold, we offer the, you know, the option to call you back. Guys, I really recommend that you don't use this option. First off, I don't trust it. I don't think that many people actually get great success with it. I have heard some people that it does work for them, but I will say this. The bigger problem with getting a callback from EDD is you don't know when they're going to call. They could call you when you're in an elevator. They could call you when you're in a car and you don't have service. An elevator doesn't have service. They could call you at an inappropriate time and you can't take that call for whatever reason. So that's why I recommend if you're on hold, stay on hold. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the next item. So let's assume that you get past the disconnects. Let's assume that actually an EDD agent picks up the phone and they're like, hi, you know, what is your name? What is your social security number? Awesome. What this means is, yeah, Michael writes deep breaths. Yeah, guys, take some deep breaths. You know, if you need to go punch a pillow a couple times because you're frustrated, just get that energy out, right? But just realize like everybody is in the same boat. Everybody has problems reaching EDD. Everybody has problems getting disconnects. You're not alone. Okay. And that's what's so important about these live streams, to actually hear it from somebody like myself who helps a ton of people with this problem. The people that keep calling, the people that keep waiting on hold, that deal with the disconnects, that don't give up, they're the ones that get paid. They get paid fast. Very, very fast. And sometimes they get really lucky too. They get really lucky. They don't have any disconnects. Sometimes they get an agent right off the bat and they get paid in like 15 minutes and they're literally like paid while they're on the phone with an agent. So guys, like it's the whole spectrum of like good and great to, oh my God, I just want to, you know, yeah, I'm really angry. All right. So let's assume that someone picks up. This is the next really big key tip that you guys need to get locked into your heads. All right. You guys are probably really upset and angry at EDD for a number of reasons. They haven't paid you. They've been, you know, they haven't contacted you. They've paid you. They've taken you off of payments. They put you on pending. I mean, and you guys may have, you know, have lost your credit like I did. You may have, you know, lost your home, your apartment, your car. I don't know. Like a lot of bad things have happened as a result of EDD not handling this appropriately. These are all valid points. However, when it comes to when you talk to an EDD agent on the phone, you guys can't bring that negativity into that conversation. You can't. I'm telling you, like, if you bring that negativity into the conversation, they are not going to help you as much. They just won't. They can hear it in your tone of voice. They can hear it by the things you say. They're just, you know, you know, if you bring negative, it sounds woo-woo, but if you bring negative energy into that conversation, they're going to give you negative energy back out, right? So if you flip that on that script, right? Like if you guys actually approach this, and this is what I recommend every single one of you, every time you talk to an EDD agent, I recommend you say this. Hey, they pick up the phone. They're like, hey, name, social security number. I think that's what they usually ask. You say, hey, how's your day going? Like, you have got to have the hardest job in the world. You literally take phone calls all day long from unemployed people who probably scream and yell at you. And I just want to let you know, I really thank you for the work that you're doing. And I promise you that won't be the case with me. My name is X, Y, and Z. This is my social security number. What's your name? Do you see how I just did that, right? Like, they got on the phone. They're expecting the worst, right? They've already had not just a hard day, they've had a hard week, they've had a hard month, 6 months, year. Like, think about this. Like, imagine, put yourself in their shoes. Day in and day out, you're taking calls from people that are financially desperate, that are super angry, that are cursing at them, that are blaming them, as if that person is the reason why their claim is broken. Like, we all do this. We all vent. We verbally vent our frustrations out to people, but doesn't mean we're doing it to the right person or in a way that's helping us get what we need to get done with this other person. So I'm really encouraging you guys to take that approach. Be very polite. Thank them for the work they do. Ask them how their day is going. You know, be more positive, be more upbeat, you know, be genuine. I mean, I understand that you may not be genuine. I understand that you really probably don't like EDD, but just talk to them like you're going to talk to your grandma on a Sunday before you go to church or Sunday dinner. I don't know if you guys go to church. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, just keep that mentality in mind. Like, treat them with the utmost respect, and you will guaranteed to get better results from them. Okay. All right. Hey, Crystal, thank you for the update. I just got the call. Congratulations, Crystal. You are number 5 on our list. Again, stay on hold. Thank you for the update. I hope you'll continue to stay on the live stream. There's a few more tips that I want you guys to be aware of. And let me know, obviously, if you guys get any disconnects, because I'm here to help you out in terms of how to get those callbacks, okay? Lightflex, I'm looking for an update from you. You should be getting a callback or should have gotten a callback already. All right, Alex Gomez writes, I got a hold of them and said I should get, and they said they should get my money soon. I got put on an extension. Alex, congratulations. This is what I recommend, Alex. Did we get you set up with some calls yesterday on the live stream? We may have. I personally think you should use some more callbacks. I do. Until you see an actual change on your account, I keep calling. And I don't mean about talking to a tier 1 or the first level rep. I mean, I'm talking about reaching a tier 2 claims, specialist or an adjuster who can actually fix my claim over the phone. So that's my personal sense. And guys, even at the tier 2 level, you're going to get some agents that can, do more and some that do less. That's my personal opinion, Alex. Until you guys get paid, until you see money in the bank and you see your, UI, portal actually updated to paid, I don't believe it. I don't believe what they tell me until I see the money. That's my approach. It's a safer way to do that. So Alex, congratulations. I hope this is the case. It's most likely going to be the case, but I really think when you just said you should get your money soon, I'm not buying it. Call again, use the callbacks, keep hammering them, and then contact your assemblyman right away if you haven't already done so. Jacqueline writes, I told the lady before we go any further, how is your day going? That's a great one too. Probably even better than mine. Like Jackie's on the phone or you're on the phone and the agent picks up and says, can I have your name, your social? Jackie's got a better approach. She's like, hey, before we go any further, I just want to ask how your day's going. Boom. Like, just it completely changed the dynamic of the relationship, guys. And that's what this is about. This is about building a relationship with someone over the phone really quickly. It's a little bit difficult to do. Guys, write this stuff down. Like, write down Jackie's tip, it's huge. Thank you, Jackie, for sharing that. Michael writes, I'm going to tell the specialist or adjuster that I'm in financial hardship right now. Yeah, so guys, I recommend that you tell them that you're in financial hardship because goodness sake, you most likely are if you're trying to get unemployment benefits. But be prepared, like when you're talking about financial hardship, you need to be prepared to say like, yeah, they're about to turn off my utilities. I can't pay my utilities. I can't pay my phone bill. Those are financial hardship pieces. I'm about to lose my apartment. That is financial hardship. I can't afford my Amazon Prime bill. Not that that's really valid, but that's not financial hardship. Okay. Keep that in mind. So those are the 3 things: your house, utilities, and your phone. I don't know if they consider losing your car financial hardship. They might, but use those 3 ones. Okay. All right. So we're talking about like how to talk to these agents. We're talking about how to build a relationship with them, right? Well, great. If you build a relationship with them and you get them to be nice and they're willing to go a little bit above and beyond to help you, unfortunately, that doesn't mean that they know how to fix things and do things. So what I mean by that is that the first person that you talk to when you call EDD, it is most likely a tier 1 rep or otherwise known as a subcontractor. They don't actually work for EDD. They are temporarily hired on to help with the insane call volumes. They don't work for EDD. They're not a state employee. They have limited capability to fix claims over the phone. So keep that in mind, right? The first person you talk to, if you've got a crazy problem with your claim, you may need to talk to a tier 2 agent. And now a tier 2 agent, what's the difference between a tier 1 and a tier 2? A tier 2 agent actually works for EDD. They're state employees. They're fully trained on the system. Many of them, not all of them, Many of them have the ability to make significant changes on your claim more than a tier 1 does. So you guys realize that, right? Like I was telling you a long time back, when you walk into the computer store and you ask a guy like, hey, I don't know how to replace my my solid state hard drive, and the guy's like, I don't even know what a solid state hard drive is. Let me go get someone who does know what a solid state hard drive is. So they go get that next level, that expert. That's what a tier 2 agent is. They are an expert or more of an expert, right? So even within that space, though, you'll get different agents that can do different things, right? There are different tier 1 reps that know more, that are better trained, that maybe just I don't know, like are better equipped to handle things. So keep that in mind, right? Like just because it's the tier 1 rep, don't get on the phone and just be like, yo, you can't help me. You need to transfer me to tier 2. They're not going to transfer you. You need to have them actually look at your claim. Don't interrupt them. Let them look at your claim. They know why you're calling. They know there's a problem wrong. There's something wrong with your claim. Okay. What you need to do is let them look at your claim, and then they will, say, this is what I think's going on. You need to wait, for your phone interview, or I can fix this for you. Maybe you have a quarterly review. I can take this pending issue off. But if they tell you like, hey, you need to wait a few weeks, there's nothing more I can do for you, politely ask them and say, hey, I really appreciate you looking into my claim. Assuming you got their name, let's say it was Laura. Laura, thanks for looking into my claim. I'm experiencing financial hardship. Is there a possibility that you could transfer me to a tier 2 specialist or an adjuster to help get my claim looked at with a little bit more sense of urgency? You know how hard it is to get through. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody that could help me today. You see how I just did that, right? Like they told me, oh, you need to wait a couple weeks. And you turned it around on them and said, yeah, I totally hear you. Thanks for that. Is there a way you could transfer me to that more experienced, agent that could help me because I'm experiencing financial hardship, and I'm willing to wait on hold for a long time, and it's so hard to get through. Is there someone I could talk to today to help me? That's the type of like perseverance you guys are constantly asking for. You're not getting off the phone until you get some help. You're not just listening to what they say, like, oh yeah, just wait 14 weeks till your interview, nothing we can do, goodbye. And then you walk away and you're like, well, there's nothing I can do. I just got to wait for 17 weeks. Because that's not true. That's not true at all, guys. Like, and gals, you have somebody that just gave you a stock answer that doesn't know how to help you. Okay. Doesn't know that by reaching a tier 2 adjuster that you can get phone interviews fixed over the phone before that. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right. Let's take a look at the chats really quick. All right. Let's see. Michael, I'm going to tell the specialist or adjuster that I'm in financial hardship. Oh, hey, Victor. Thanks for joining in, man. Hope you're doing okay. Be curious to see how your call went yesterday, man. Victor writes, financial hardship equals proof of electricity, gas being cut due to non-payment or an eviction notice. Guys, so yeah, just be careful with the hardship stuff. You can mention it, but you may need to show proof. And you guys might be really close to it. But just be careful with that. That word seems to be, it's a buzzword with EDD, and I think they have to take special consideration when you use that word. So if you are in that situation, you have proof that your utilities are going to be shut off, you have an eviction notice, absolutely use it on them. Just be careful with that, okay? You can say financial hardship and they're like, well, we need proof. And you're like, well, I've got $37 in my bank account. If they say that doesn't qualify, fine. Can't hurt to try. That's my opinion there. All right, let's see what we have here. Daisy writes, okay, just spoke to someone and back on hold again. Okay, Daisy, yep, you're waiting for a tier 2 agent, okay? You need to stay on hold. You're going to be on hold for a long time waiting for a tier 2 rep, okay? Lori writes, yes, I haven't received a text message regarding my call. I looked at my email, making sure it was typed correctly that it was. Okay, Lori, can you verify with me that your phone number is 408 796-6503. Let me know if that's the case, okay? I've got that again, 408-796-6503. And I'll send you another call if I need to. Daisy writes, I'm getting transferred to another person on hold again. Yep. Daisy, just stay on hold. Enjoy the ride. Michael writes, so I need to submit proof of my overdue bills to prove financial hardship. If they request that information, yes, you will need to prove that. Just take it one step at a time. Daisy writes, so it took me 15 to talk to the first person. Now on hold again. Yep, Daisy, you're going to be on hold for a while. Okay. Victor writes, not sure how to provide proof, but that's what an EDD rep told me they needed for financial hardship. Yeah. So again, they may request, that you prove the financial hardship. They may not. Just be prepared for that. And thank you, Victor, for clarifying that. Mr. Abbott, hey, good to see you. Good to see you. You were on the live stream yesterday. I never spoke to a tier 2 specialist. Hey, Mr. Abbott, please, use those callbacks, man. That's what they're there for. Reply yes, and you've got another 24 hours to reach an EDD tier 2 phone rep. I know the hold times are super crazy long, but it's the only way to do it. So please reply yes to those text messages that Claimyr sent you, and talk to a tier 2 agent. All right. Thanks, Lightflex, for the update. You're on hold for a tier 2 rep. Okay, so guys, everyone that's on hold, please, it might sound kind of gimmicky and whatnot, but it seems to help. It can't hurt. Press 9 every 10 minutes or so while you're waiting on hold. Michael Nelson, I can submit proof, not a problem. Cool, Michael, then you've got financial hardship. Rock it. Mr. Abbott, I've already requested another callback. Cool. Thank you for requesting another callback. Mr. Abbott, when did you actually request that callback? Was that earlier today? Was it in the last 10 minutes? Just let me know. Hey, UI Vlogs. Victor, EDD may require a claimant to submit a DE 9406 form, a statement of financial condition and income and expense declaration in regards to financial hardship. Yeah, so thanks UI Vlogs for chiming in on that, right? So that's EDD, that specific form is what you would need to fill out if EDD requests proof of that, right? And they might tell you what that form is. You can look it up online. It's actually pretty easy to find. If you just type in EDD DE 9406, you guys will see the form right there. If you guys have financial hardship, I recommend that you are telling them that on the phone. If you guys can prove it, especially, okay? That's a huge point. All right, let's see here. Lori, yeah, Lori, can you confirm that your phone number is 408-796-6503? Excuse me. Need some water here. All right, let's go check emails. All right. 408-796-6503. Okay, yeah, Lori, I wrote your email down correctly. I may have punched it in incorrectly, so please let me know. Cool. I've got Frankie here. Hey, Frankie, if you're in the live stream, please check in. Please just let me know. Hey, Frankie, this is Frankie. Just let me know in the chat box, okay? And again, for anyone else that wants a callback today, the callback times are taking about 45 minutes this afternoon from Claimyr. And you're not actually on hold for very long to talk to tier 1 agents, which is great. So that means you guys can request a lot of callbacks this afternoon. And yeah, if you guys have a pending issue or your claim is pending payment, please, this is an effective way to go about doing that. And again, if you need those instructions, they're at the top of the chat box. I pinned that message up there. You just need to email me with a screenshot that you subscribe to the channel, send me your name and your phone number. Easy peasy. All right, Frankie. Okay, cool. I've got Jorge. You came in too. Thanks for emailing me. Jorge, if you want a callback, please type your name into the chat box and let me know that you're here. And Lori, please confirm that sometimes the text messages don't come through, but we'll see. All right, let's see here. Alex writes, if I had my interview this July 23rd, but pending 19 weeks, do I qualify for the pay now? Alex, you qualify for the pay now if you are under the following criteria, if you meet the following criteria. The criteria is as follows. You have to have been paid for at least 1 week of your claim. So if that's the first piece. and it says you've been pending 19 weeks. You need to be pending for at least 2 weeks or more. So you qualify for one of the two criteria from what you told me. You need to have been paid at least 1 week, and you will be eligible for the conditional pay it now program that EDD is rolling out. However, we don't know how fast people are getting paid. And so if you guys are trying to get your claims paid faster, again, I recommend you contact your assemblyman, or I recommend that you guys call. That's how you guys can do this in the interim. All right. Hey, Jorge. I'm Jorge. Cool. I got you, Jorge. Sounds good. Frankie, I'm still looking for you, Frankie. Please let me know that you're here. Jackie, UI Vlogs, I'm subscribed to your channel. Awesome. Thanks, Jackie, for letting UI Vlogs know. And guys, like everybody that, is getting help from UI Vlogs, today, like please subscribe to his channel. He's a content creator on YouTube. He puts out amazing stuff on a real frequent basis. He's been around for a long time. Guys, please help him out. He's joining the live stream, here and there, and helps out with some really key unemployment questions that I certainly can't answer, at least as well as he can. So I hope you guys will support him. Subscribe to his channel, drop some comments onto his channel. That helps, and certainly like any videos that you're watching. I think it's a really great way to give like key information really quickly. My videos, I have a tendency to be kind of long and windy and not very focused and concise. I think UI Vlogs is just like really on point, knows exactly what he's talking about, and really gets the information across very cleanly. So if you guys are looking for that really short, brief, concise, to the point, I think UI Vlogs is your guy. So check him out, please. All right. Yeah, Lori, please let me know how things are going for you. Hannah writes, have been checking out UI Vlogs for a while. Thank you both. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Hannah, for letting me know that you guys you're aware of UI Vlogs and that you're subscribed to them. That's awesome. Oh, no worries, Hannah. You should see my spelling. Okay, Jorge, let's get your call set up here, man. 712. I may have written down that incorrectly. Let me double check that. All right, we've got a few more people that emailed me. Let's see. Okay, this is for you, Jorge. Thank you for checking in. Hey, I just got an email from Rudy. Rudy, please check into the live stream. Okay, just let me know that. Say, hey, I'm Rudy. I sent you an email. That's all you got to do. Check in. Same thing for Joshua. Joshua, please just say, hey, this is Joshua. I sent you an email. Check in, please. I'm getting you guys set up with calls. All right, so Rudy, getting your phone number written down here. I always like the name Rudy. We had a good one who came in yesterday. His name was Sadrudin Nasrudin. And at first I thought it was not a joke, but I thought he kind of made up the name. And he said, nope, that's my real name. We had a Chucky. Maybe I think his name was Charles, but he goes by Chucky. He was in the live stream yesterday. I like Hannah. That's a good name too. Lori's a good one. Who else do we have? Yeah. Daisy, that's a good name. Christy, I like Christy and Crystal. For sure. Raymond, I like Raymond. That's a good name. Jamar, I like that name too. All right, yeah, so Joshua and Rudy, please check in. Let me know that you guys are here. I'm about ready to get out of my emails and start dialing for you guys. 951 8065. Cool. All right, back to the live stream, and we're going to get this call set up for Jorge. Hey, Joshua, thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Lori, sorry I had to step away. Yeah, no worries, Lori. I'm going to send you another call here. just to make sure that we got you. I may have fat fingered it. UI Vlog writes, Nicholas, you do great videos. Oh, thanks, UI Vlogs. I wasn't trying to be self-deprecating. I'm just saying, like, you know, again, everyone that is getting help on YouTube with your unemployment claims, like, you know, whether you're looking at UI Vlogs, you're with Shelly or you're with Jenny or some of my videos, we all have different styles and different approaches on how we're trying to share this information to help you guys. So yeah, I just saying my approach is I'm just kind of, you know, here and there, all that. But yeah, no, I really like everyone else's videos. I think they're great. And again, my personal recommendation is if you guys are having unemployment issues, I'm encouraging you to watch, honestly, as many people as you can to get as much information, because everybody might be maybe talking about the same type of issue, but they all have different sources of information. And those different sources of information can be a really important piece of information that you need specifically to your claim. All right, Jorge, I promise I'm getting your call set up, bud. I know some people that are like, you know, waiting for me to set them a call back, and I start like punching the number and I start talking. They just probably want to reach through the screen and like, you know, give me a good choke. Just be patient, guys. It's like trying to do a live stream while I'm punching in phone numbers, checking emails. It's like the ultimate ridiculousness of multitasking aside from maybe juggling at the same time. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And also like trying to keep it somewhat entertaining. Which yeah. I did have a comment yesterday. It was pretty cool. Someone told me that they preferred listening to me over the EDD hold music. I thought that was a nice compliment. Oh man. Well, okay, hold on, maybe not. Hopefully I just typed this in wrong. Okay. Phew. Okay. Jorge, keep an eye out, all right? Let me know you got a text message from Claimyr, okay? That should be coming to you really soon. All right, let's see what we got here. Victor Lamb, found already. Thank you for the info. Yeah. Thanks, UI Vlogs. Thanks, Victor. Mr. Abbott, about 10 minutes ago. Okay, Mr. Abbott, yeah, so thanks for giving me a heads up that you requested a callback. You should be getting a callback in less than 45 minutes after that request. Keep me posted, okay? And like I said, just keep using those callbacks. There's 10 of them within 48 hours, so I think you've probably got another 24 hours left or so. All right, UI Vlogs. Thanks, Jacqueline. Yeah, that's a nice compliment, Jacqueline. Thank you. Victor writes, learned something new today. Jorge writes, thank you. Yep, you're welcome. JD, this is Joshua. Send an email. Okay, Josh, I've got you checked in. Yep. I'm still looking for Rudy. Rudy, you sent me an email. MJ Khan, they are a joke. I went through an assembly member, still nothing. Hey, MJ, okay, yeah, if you're gonna attack Claimyr, like, I'm not gonna put up with that. Like, I know it really works for a lot of people. I understand some people are frustrated, for sure. MJ Khan writes, I got PTSD from the EDD hold song. Hey, look, MJ, if you need a callback today from Claimyr, that's what I'm doing. I'll give you another one. All right. Look, I don't promise that just because you guys use Claimyr, you're going to get paid. Neither does Claimyr. Okay. You have to be patient. You have to be persistent. You have to deal with the hold times. You have to deal with the disconnects. That's not Claimyr's issue. That's EDD. That is EDD's phone system in a nutshell. All right. So look, if you're frustrated, I understand that, but frustration is not going to get you anywhere if you want to be paid. MJ, what I personally recommend is that if you've contacted your assembly member in the past, great, do it again. Do it again. Contact a different assembly member. It's completely changed, man, over the last 2 weeks. They've gotten help now, and they're actually helping people, whereas before they weren't helping people or couldn't help people, unfortunately. So do that. If you want to call back MJ, though, I'm happy to give you a Claimyr, setup today. And man, like, you're gonna get 10 connections over the next 48 hours. Like, I'd be hard pressed to think that you're not going to be able to get some help, and talk to a couple agents and approach them the right way with respect and kindness. and get some help on your claim. At least get some answers why you're waiting so long. Okay, that's my recommendations there. Oh, I see what you're saying, MJ. Claimyr isn't the issue. EDD is. They keep telling me different things. Yeah, so this is a key thing, guys. Like, this is why you need to reach, and this is my personal experience. If you have a quote unquote more complex claim, on average, you will need to speak to a tier 2, an adjuster, or an actual EDD employee 3 to 6 times on average to fix a more difficult claim. This is because they, even at a tier 2 level, they are trained at different levels. They have different years of experience. They have different access rights. They have different abilities to fix claims. And unfortunately, because they're a human, they read things differently, right? They look at your claim and they're like, okay, this is what I think. Well, there's a difference between thinking and a difference between knowing, right? You're looking for the person who's been at EDD for like, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 years, who's an expert, who knows the ins and outs, who knows how to fix every possible problem that there is out there. And they do exist. It's like hitting the lotto. So MJ, like if you're getting that information where they're telling you all these different things, you know, I know you're frustrated, man. I still think you ought to contact a different assembly member or contact another assemblyman right away. And then if you want these callbacks, man, like I said, the instructions are at the top of the chat box. Try again, man. Like this whole thing is about not giving up. Like guys, I am literally telling you, I am waiting 72 weeks to get paid for my unemployment claim. And I didn't give up. I'm still haven't given up. I still email my legislative, representatives on a bi-weekly basis. I still contact news organizations in Las Vegas, in Reno, where my claim is based out of, right? Trying to get on the news so I can get my appeal heard faster. I'm waiting 9 months. No. Is it 9 months? It's over 9 months. I'm waiting for an appeal back from November of 2020. Like, I'm not giving up because these are my legally entitled benefits. I have an eligible claim. There's nothing been fraudulent about it. This is money that they're going to have to pay me back at some point in time. And, like, I just know how the game is played. So, guys, that's why I'm saying I'm encouraging you, don't lose faith. Don't give up. You just have to be persistent. You have to know the tools, These live streams are a tool for you, to come on and get some free calls. Your assemblyman now is now a tool for you. Now, the other good thing is that, MJ, you might be in really good shape. If you've been paid for 1 week on your claim, and you've been pending now for 8 months, it looks like, you might actually be in fantastic shape because as of last Friday on the 23rd, they now have what are called conditional payments. There is a lawsuit that they settled outside of court, and a part of that settlement, MJ, is that if you meet that requirement, you've been paid for 1 week or more, and you have more than 2 weeks of pending, which you do clearly, you will be paid. Now, you still have to be found eligible, guys. You still have to go through the phone interviews and all that. But if you have been certifying this whole time, MJ, and I hope you guys have been certifying, you're going to get all that back pay. Pretty awesome. So anyways, I hope that happens for you, MJ. And I totally understand your frustration, man. Okay, Joshua, let's get your call set up here. Thank you, Daisy, for the update. You're still on hold. Hey, MJ, really quick question for you. Have you been certifying since December? Like putting in your weekly claims? And UI Vlogs, actually, this is a question for you if you are still here, or perhaps Victor, if you're hanging around. If someone, like, let's say you're MJ, right? And you haven't been paid since December, and maybe like you stopped certifying just because you gave up. You're just like, man, I'm not hearing any news. I just gave up. Like, what is the recourse to get, those weeks that you didn't certify every week? Like, and let's say you found out that you were eligible the whole entire time up through September 4th. Would you need to backdate your claim, or is there a way you can do that over the phone and say, hey, look, like, I was eligible for these weeks. I'd like to find a way to, get these weeks paid. I know there's probably a ton of answers to that, but I'm just kind of curious if there's a way to do those weeks that you didn't certify for. MJ writes, actually, I haven't been getting any certification since the last 3 months. I have no idea why. Hey, MJ, I really hope, man, you'll get a call. Like, you haven't been getting any certifications? Is that because you can't certify, man? Like you can't certify online? All right. Joshua, I'm getting yours set up here now, man. All right, so Josh, let's get that done. Punch in my info. And for anyone else that's gotten callbacks, please give me an update like Daisy did. Let me know that you're still on hold. Michael, let me know, if you've gotten a callback. Um, Still looking to hear from Christy, Crystal, Lightflex, Sanchez, Raymond, and Lori. I'm going to get you a callback too. All right. 0129 854. All right. Cool. Hey, Joshua, you're getting a callback. Let me know if you got that text, okay? Jorge, same from you. Let's see here. I'm just catching up on chats. Jacqueline, I was here yesterday soaking up knowledge. Awesome, Jackie. Thank you for participating. Thank you for hopefully getting some good value out of this. I'm sorry some of it is repeating, but again, it's hearing this stuff a couple times doesn't hurt. Okay. Let's see. The EDD voice, that EDD voice is still in my head. Yeah, it's the hold music is rough. Okay, thank you, Jorge, for confirming you got a message from Claimyr. Joshua, please confirm that you got that text message. Let's see, MJ. All right, you haven't gotten anything. Yeah, MJ, like I said, I'm going to share with you this link to contact your legislative assemblyman. I would do that right away. And then also, man, like, contact me today during the live stream. And, you're here on the live stream, you might as well get another free call from Claimyr. That's what I'm doing, man. And if you called Claimyr back in the day, you probably didn't get this many callbacks, right? You didn't get the ability to call as many times. So there's now 10 callbacks within 48 hours. So, if you want that, I just dropped it in here, the info. Just shoot me an email that you subscribe to the channel and give me your name and phone number, and we'll set you up like I'm doing everybody else, okay? MJ writes, I'm going to have to go through another assembly member. This guy has been trying to help me for the last 4 months, but it seemed to get anywhere. Being nice isn't getting anywhere. Yeah, so MJ, that changed. So try somebody else for sure. But I'm telling you, the assembly member situation changed about 2.5 weeks ago. They now have staffers that are working directly on EDD cases in every single assemblyman's office. So, dude, I'm telling you, it works. So hit that up for that angle and send me an email. Thanks, man. And let me know when you send me the email, and I'll get you a call set up. Okay, JDV721, thank you for confirming. Hey, I'm still looking for Rudy. Rudy sent me an email, but I didn't see you check into the live stream. So let me know. And anyways, anybody else, I'm looking for Juan, Wen, Charles, Yanali, or Patrick. You guys all sent me emails for today's live stream, but you guys didn't show. And if you're here, jump into the live stream and we'll get you a call back. All right. Okay, hey, Lori, I'm going to send you another call, okay? I may have fat fingered that. 48796 6503. Yeah. All right. Yeah, guys, I ultimately do think that we're all in for a much better time over the next couple weeks, particularly in August, with this, new policy that EDD has that's going to impact so many people that have been in the quote unquote backlog. The backlog being people that aren't, currently being paid for any number of reasons. I really think that conditional payment program is probably the biggest news. I mean, it's probably some of the biggest news that's come out for any state for unemployment across the nation. It is dramatic. Like the fact they're going to actually be following the government, the federal governmental Department of Labor guidelines. So many states are not following these guidelines, and it's amazing that I think her name was Daniela Urban from the Center for Workers Center. I apologize. It's Daniela Urban. Anyways, her and her team, they filed this preliminary lawsuit to get EDD to follow the Department of Labor, the federal Department of Labor's actual guidelines, and got EDD to comply. It's one of the most amazing cases I've ever seen in terms of unemployment, because getting unemployment to change anything is like trying to get 5 billion Titanics to change course. They don't generally do it. And it's amazing. So I just, for those of you guys that are going to be impacted positively by that change. And again, that's if you've been paid 1 week or more and you've been pending for 2 weeks or more, you guys will be paid. Now, I will say this, you still have to be found eligible for that. So if you have a phone interview, you'll need to go through a phone interview. If you have to be still verified to be fully eligible for those benefits. And if they find at some point that you're not eligible for those benefits, you will be required to pay that money back, unless you be found to have an exemption, which we're kind of getting the details on or about. It's basically, from what I understand, you can be exempted from being having those overpayments hit your account if you obtained your benefits through no fraud, right? So you weren't fraudulently applying, and that it's really through no fault of your own, right? So COVID impacted you, or you lost your job, or so on and so forth, through no fault of your own. So if you hit those 2 requirements, and then of course you financially can't repay that money back, there will be most likely an application process of some type that you will need to do to not have that overpayment be on your claim. Because one of the things, like, I don't think a lot of people realize here, and this is kind of what's really dangerous and what's happening in Georgia right now, is, I'm just catching up on chats. JDV asks, what time does EDD stop answering calls? Well, it depends. So the office closes at 8 p.m. However, tier 2 or EDD actual employees, not the subcontractors. So the subcontractors answer calls until 8 p.m. From what we know, most of the tier 2, the EDD employees, the adjusters, the claim specialists, they go home around 5 to 6 p.m. most days of the week. So, if you're trying to reach a tier 2 rep, I really recommend you're not calling much past maybe 3 o'clock. Or you can, later in the week, like, Thursday, Friday, you can probably call till 3, 4 o'clock and still reach somebody pretty quick, because the hold times really drop down. Okay, MJ writes, just send a text. You've been more than helpful than the EDD. Thanks. You're welcome, MJ, for sure. And yeah, man, look, I will tell you this. UI Vlogger writes, that is a good question. He should be able to backdate the claim to go back and get those weeks he did not certify for. Also depend on the current state of his claim, such as if he is still within his benefit year or if he needs to file a new claim. So MJ, if you're not sure who UI Vlogs is, check this cat out. He's on YouTube, does great work. He's actually literally took a look at your claim situation. And I was like, hey, if you stop certifying, which I think you did back in December, and if you're still eligible, right? Maybe you're eligible for all the period between December and now. Maybe you haven't been working or whatever's going on. I don't know. Can you get, those additional weeks added? And UI Vlogs writes, he should be able to get the backdated claim to go back and get those weeks he did not certify. So it sounds like you might need to backdate your claim. It'll depend on a couple things, whether your claim is, in this current benefit year. It kind of just depends on the status of your claim. And UI Vlogs, it's a great way to answer that, because I knew there were some caveats on the benefit year situation. But MJ, it's worth fighting for. I mean, look, guys, the average claim value for unemployment, whether it's PUA or regular UI, is $7,000. All right, that's the average. Right? There are people like me. My claim value for Nevada is worth over 30,000. That's what my claims value is. I mean, I've got $30,000 in credit card debt that I have to pay back because they weren't paying me, on time. But the point is that, these claims can be worth a lot. So, depending, MJ, on where your financials were at with the $300 a week, that's gosh, what is that? That's $1,200 a month, plus whatever the benefits that you were on, whether it was PUA or regular UA. I think the maximum in California is like $450 for your regular UI or PUA. So depending on where you were in that spectrum, I mean, your claim right there, let's see, 1,600, 1,800 plus 12. I mean, that's that's $3 grand a month maximum, right? With the $300 a week plus the regular UI or PUA, you could be talking about, let's see, what is the month? Seven times three. I mean, you're looking at potentially 21K, right? Now, this is just on the high side of things. Let's not get excited, right? You may not be eligible for all of that. Depends, if you're eligible, if you've worked, if you've had any other income, but that's worth money. That money is worth fighting for. And that's worth you spending, a little bit of time contacting your assemblyman right now versus maybe in the past. Because I agree, MJ, in the past 4 months ago, it wasn't helpful. It was not helpful. This literally changed, man, over the last couple weeks. And then also, trying to call. That's why, again, calling or the assemblyman or potentially this new conditional payment program will be highly beneficial for people like you. But MJ, don't leave money on the table. If you think you were eligible, you haven't been working, for this whole time since December, and you think you're eligible, backdate that claim. Get that money, man. All right, let's get you set up here with a call. Cool. Hey guys, I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm gonna have to shut the live stream down in about 25 minutes. Okay. We started the live stream at 1 today, so that'll be a 2 hour and 45-minute live stream. Okay. All right, MJ, I've got your number here, bud. Thanks for emailing it. And the same thing too, MJ, I hope, MJ, you'll reach out to, your people, your friends, your family, and take what you learned from this live stream, right? And, go subscribe to UI vlogs. I know you're already subscribed to my channel, and realize hey, you can potentially ask a question, to UI vlogs or myself or Ginny Silver or Shelly's Millions, right? And get some help. I mean, don't get me wrong, we all get a lot of questions, a lot of comments, and some of the questions I just don't know the answer to, but maybe UI Vlogs does. And by subscribing to them and, let them know hey, I subscribe to your channel, I've liked all your videos. If you get a second, could you take a look at my question? They have that expertise to help you, so you have a community, a network that you can kind of lean on a little bit, right? To try and get some help on this, man. So I hope you'll encourage, obviously yourself to do that, but also, your friends and your family to do the same, right? You guys aren't alone in this at all. You're not. EDD may make you feel like you're alone, but no, there's a lot of good people that are actually trying to do some great work. I think what's been really fascinating about this pandemic is the unemployment system has been broken for well over 40 years. Let's be honest. It was broken back in 2009 when the last recession hit. And, it actually got worse in many ways. They didn't learn their lesson. They didn't come back in and really beef it up. Are they going to beef it up this time around? Probably not. Probably not. And, unfortunately, it's just really highlighted the issues around this whole entire problem. So, my point is that, all right, MJ, do you see this success message, man? That means I got you a callback. Okay. Let me know you got the text from Claimyr. All right. So unfortunately, these unemployment issues aren't going to go away for most people in most states. I think some states are doing more than others. I think California is doing more than others. But I personally think, so the way that the unemployment works, it is a joint program between the federal government and states. Every state must have an unemployment program, and they're all managed by the states. I think what's going to end up happening at some point, is that the states, well, I'm going to say it's going to happen. One of the things that might happen is that if there is another situation where the government needs to come in, the federal government needs to step in with these large extensions, with these things like PUA and all these other kind of additional programs that the states don't currently offer, more weeks, more, money per week, all that good stuff. It'd be interesting to see if the government actually decides to administer the programs themselves the next time around, if this happens again. and basically make this more of a federal program versus it being up to the states. Because right now, what you have are states that are administering federal programs on behalf of the states, constituents that need those benefits. And we see how much of a nightmare that is. Like it's highly problematic. The states are not reading the Department of Labor, the federal, their guidelines, to the T. And again, they're human, right? We're all going to make errors along the way. All right, let's take a look at the chats. Hey, Lori, if you didn't get a text yet, I would just be patient. Sometimes the texts don't come. You should be getting a call, though. I did send that call a second time, and I double-checked the number, okay? Kenny Camper, I still have months pending in 2020. Kenny, have you been paid on your claim? And yeah, have you been paid on your claim? That's my first question. Jackie writes, okay, when I lost my job in March of 2020, I didn't file right away because I had some savings. I filed in April. Can you go that far back for payment? I'm not an expert on backdating, Jackie. It is likely that you can for some of the benefits, maybe not all of the benefits. Okay. So March. So you're trying to maybe capture a couple weeks there. It can't hurt. I personally would recommend this for all of you that are trying to potentially backdate your claims. It can really be treacherous because if you backdate your claim and it goes through, it resets a whole lot of stuff. So what I personally recommend is this: is don't backdate your claim until after September 4th, until you get your last payment from EDD. That's when you want to go back in and try and get things backdated. That's what I personally think. I could be wrong on that, but you absolutely need to go check and see, because there may be very well some money that's left on the table. All right. Hey, MJ, you're welcome. I got the text message. All right, MJ, I know you're really pissed or maybe frustrated. That's a better way of putting it. Hey, look, man, I hope you heard my comment earlier. When you get a call back from Claimyr, you might get disconnected, man. You know how that goes. That's not Claimyr's problem. That's EDD's problem. Now, look, if you get disconnected, just reply yes to the text message, okay? And you'll get another callback, all right? And just keep doing that. You're going to get 10 callbacks over the next 48 hours. So between now and 3 o'clock, 3:30 on Friday, you're going to have the ability to do 10 callbacks, man. So don't give up. Just keep calling. Reply yes. But here's the thing. When you talk to those agents, man, you got to put on your Captain Charm mode, man. You got to literally walk in there and say, I think Jackie had a great one. What was it? Like, hey, before we get going, I just wanted to thank you. No, that's what Jackie said. She says, hey, before we get going, how's your day? Like, MJ, ask them how their day is going. When you make friends with these agents, as much as you don't like EDD and how many times they tell you 50,000 different things, by you being very polite and very cool and thanking them and asking how their day is going, they are so much more likely to help you, man. And you got to write down what they're saying. You have to write this down so you can kind of start to realize, like, hey, this person told me this. The next person told me this. The next person told me something else. The next person told me the same thing the first two did. Okay, who am I going to believe? Well, kind of depends. I mean, it just depends. You can come on another live stream, MJ, and like ask me, be like, hey, this is what they told me, and I'll give you my opinion. I will. I'll give you my 2 cents. Like, hey, I think you need to do this, or you can believe it, or you need to wait, or whatever. But I will say this, man. If you're waiting right now, contact a different assemblyman. Contact your assemblyman now. Get the ball moving. Attack them from all these angles, right? You're calling and you're doing your assemblyman. Like, that's how you guys can get your claims paid much, much, much faster. Okay. All right. Stuck in Fresno. I have been told I require an a phone interview, but nobody knows how long I have to wait. Senator's office put me through his hardship last week, but still can't get me anything more. Yeah, so stuck in Fresno. I hear this a lot, and basically this is my thoughts on phone interviews. You're gonna need a phone interview, no doubt about it. Do you need to wait 14 weeks for a phone interview or longer? Absolutely not. I know for a fact, because I've helped out a lot of people on these live streams, that if you are persistent about calling, and I don't mean like calling 100 times a day and never getting through, I mean specifically like using a paid service like Claimyr. If you're calling and able to get through the hold lines and you're able to get past a tier 1 agent, and you ask specifically for an adjuster, that's a tier 2 level employee at EDD, you're looking for an adjuster, you can ask, because you have hardship, you can ask, hey, I have financial hardship. Is there any way that you could potentially look at my claim and see if there's anything we could do to potentially do a mini interview over the phone right now, this week, today? That's worked. That's helped people. Now, sometimes, you'll get an adjuster that's like, no, you just have to wait. Okay. You knocked on that door. They said no. What are you going to do? You're going to call again. You're going to knock on the next door and say, hey, I have financial hardship. I need to talk to an adjuster. The adjuster picks up the phone. Hi, I'm an adjuster. What can I help you with? I have financial hardship. Is there any possible way? Well, first off, you ask how their day was, right? You build a relationship with them. And you ask them, hey, is there any possible way you could take a look at what's going on with this phone interview? And maybe there's something easy or simple on my case that we could fix over the phone. And the next person says, no, sorry. And you're like, oh, that guy, Nick, he's so wrong, right? He's so full of it, like he doesn't even know what he's talking about. But you take my advice one final time. You call again, you get through the tier 1, you get a hold of the tier 2, you're talking to adjuster, you knock on that door, you ask how their day was going, and you say the same thing. Hey, I'm wondering if there's like a way that we could look at this phone interview. Maybe there's an easy thing to fix on this claim. And guess what? You just found the lady or the guy that's worked at EDD for the last 10 years who knows how to do every possible phone interview. Who's like, yeah, let me take a look at it. Because you were nice, because you were courteous, you were polite, because you were persistent, you found the right person, and they actually do your phone interview over the phone. That's happened to me 3 different times with 4 different people over the past week, because they were persistent, they found the right person, they got, a little bit of luck, a little bit of persistence, they got their phone interview fixed. Now, does everybody have that kind of patience? Does everybody, going to use Claimyr enough to do that? Maybe, maybe not, but that's what these live streams are for, is to help you guys kind of bridge that gap. I'm happy to send you guys calls. And I'm also, because I think most people don't know that there's a way to fix this. But I also will still say right now, contact your assemblyman. It's so key to do that now. There's so much more that they can do that they used to be able to do. Okay. Kenny Camper from May 2020 till October 2020, they didn't pay. Yep. Sounds like you might need to do a back date on yours, Kenny Camper. And if you want to call back, let me know. Lori writes, hey, yeah, I'm not sure if while entering my phone number if it was correct, but I checked my email. It's correct. It's kind of odd. Yeah, Lori, sometimes it happens. Will you let me know in my email if you don't get a call back after I close the live stream? I will absolutely send you a third callback for sure. I don't ever leave anybody hanging dry. Stuck in Fresno, didn't know that. Can you help do that? Yeah, Stuck in Fresno. If you send me an email right now, I will get you a free callback through Claimyr, and you'll get 10 callbacks over the next 48 hours. The instructions are at the top of the chat box. I'm happy to do that, man. Michelle Riot, still waiting for the call. Interesting, Michelle. Hey, Michelle Riot, I apologize. My brain's going a little bit noodly. Were you on today's live stream or were you on yesterday's live stream for the callback? Let's see. Lori writes, hey, I emailed about 2 hours ago. I haven't received a call or a text message. Yeah, so Lori, I just sent you another callback about maybe 20 minutes ago. Can you be patient on that, please? Again, like I said, I will send you another callback. It might be later this afternoon or this evening. And you'll get a call back either tonight or tomorrow morning. One way or the other, we'll get you taken care of. I will not waste your time on these live streams. Okay, guys? Stuck in Fresno. This is complete news to me. I'm a former phone center employee. What you say is true. Be nice to those agents. First time here. What do I need to do to get your help using Claimyr? Yeah, Stuck in Fresno. Again, look at the instructions. You need to email me a screenshot that you subscribed. Send me your name and your phone number, and then let me know that you've emailed me, and I'll dial it up for you today. Michelle, right? Today's. Hey, Michelle. Okay. Bear with me. My memory's a little foggy. Let me see if I can find you my email. Michael Nelson. Hey, so Michael was our first person we scheduled calls for. Second holding time, 3:28 p.m. After call dropped 38 minutes ago. Michael, sorry. So have you gotten through to anybody, or have both calls dropped on you, my friend? Let me know, please. And guys, I'm going to go check emails, see if anybody wants a call. I'm going to be ending the live stream, guys, here in about 10 minutes, okay? So if you do want those emails, let me know. or sorry, those phone calls to let me know. Lori, I'm gonna go, or okay, I see Brenda Juarez and I see Sean X with no subject. Sean, did you send me your phone number? Sean, if you're on the live stream, I need you to provide me your phone number, my friend, and also let me know that you're in the chat. Brenda, please let me know you're in the live stream by putting in, hey, this is Brenda, I emailed you. I'm writing down your phone number. Michelle, I'm going to double check you too. And just see like what order I called you in. Michelle, what was the name that you used on your email? Were you Michael, Daisy, Christy, Lightflex, Crystal, Sanchez, Raymond, Jay Johnson? Yeah, were you any of those? I'm sure you were. Because again, if your YouTube name is different than what you gave me on your email, I have a hard time understanding who's who. Okay, Lightflex writes, the call just dropped after 1 hour wait for a tier 2 rep. Okay, guys, unfortunately that happens, right? Lightflex, you need to go punch a pillow, go scream it out. I hear you, man. You're not going to give up though, right? You're gonna just realize like, hey, this is part of the deal. The next time you call, you might pick up that perfect agent the first time, man. So don't give up. Right now, I want you to reply yes. Guys, if you get disconnected, reply yes, and you'll get another callback today. It'll take you probably 30 to 45 minutes today to get another callback. And you guys can request another callback this evening after EDD closes, okay? If you do that after EDD closes at 8 p.m. tonight, you guys are going to be in queue to get a callback first thing tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. That's a great way to start off the day. Get a call with EDD, have some coffee, attack this whole pending problem. Give that a shot. Let's see. And then you can just reply yes all day tomorrow until you finally reach somebody that gives you the answer that you need on your claim. So guys, don't give up. Don't get frustrated. No, the holding is definitely part of the game. I get it. Heck, go for a walk, whatever you need to do to not lose your cool. All right. Michelle Riot 7. Okay. Brenda. Okay, Brenda, thanks for checking in. I'll get you a call in just a second. I'm looking for Stuck in Fresno. My email is live@claimyr.com. Man, like I said, it's in the chat box up top here. It's a pinned message. Okay, Stuck in Fresno, I emailed you. MJ Khan, great. Sounds good. Awesome, MJ. Good luck, man. And look, you got my email. Always jump on the live streams. I'm trying to think of other ways you can contact me, man. Like, let me know how things go on your claim, man. Like, I care about every person that I help. I do. Doesn't mean I can remember every single one of you, because I don't know you personally, but I care that you guys all get some help with your claims. I genuinely do. And I know how much pain and suffering this has caused on some levels, and because I know it's impacted me and my claim. And it's impacted my family too. So we're all kind of in the same boat together for sure. My YouTube name is Michelle Riot, not 7. Yeah, Michelle. Okay, Beck writes, I just paid the $19.99. The text said 1 to 2 hour wait. Sure hope this works and I didn't waste my money. Yeah, Beck, I appreciate, you giving Claimyr a chance. Guys, the other thing too is if you ever want your first call, I think you can get a discount over with Jenny or Shelly. They have referral codes for you guys to get $5 off your first call. Excuse me, I gotta get some water. Beck, it's not a waste. It's literally not a waste. It's only a waste if you don't know how to use Claimyr. Okay. And what I mean by that specifically is, again, watch these live streams, Beck. I know you came on maybe a little bit late. Watch these live streams, like all the tips that I give you in terms of how to dial back, how to talk to the agents, how to build a relationship with them, how the fact that you're going to need to talk to an agent probably multiple times. If you get an agent on the phone that says, oh, you're just going to have to wait a couple weeks. Sorry, there's nothing I can do for you, but they're really nice about it. And you're like, oh, well, I guess I just have to wait a couple weeks. Don't wait a couple weeks. use the callbacks. Beck, you literally have 10 callbacks. You can call EDD back on your own over the next 48 hours 10 more times, okay? So please, like, it's not a waste. It's a question of how much time are you willing to put into this, right? How many disconnects are you willing to persevere through? You know, how many bad agents and bad info are you willing to, you know, just say, no worries, I got some bad info. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying until I get paid. I'm gonna contact my assembly member right now while I'm on hold with EDD, waiting for Claimyr to contact them, or I'm on hold with EDD because Claimyr got me connected. I'm gonna contact my assembly member and get that ball moving, attack him from that side. Back, that's how this works, okay? Let's see. Stuck in Fresno. I'll check yours in just a sec. Lori writes, didn't mean to bother you, but if you corrected mine, my number is correct in the email. The email will be from Michael. Just double check it. Yeah. Yeah. Lori, I've sent you 2 calls to 408-796-6503. And I sent you another call about 30 minutes ago. So hopefully that second call comes through. And if it doesn't, just let me know in an email and we'll set something up for later tonight. Okay. Just be cool, man. Like I'm a man of my word. I'll honor you. Okay. Okay. Michael says, turning you down. I'm finally connected to an agent now. Yay. Congratulations, Michael. You're on. So Druden writes, if your call drops or hangs up, Claimyr will text you. Just reply yes and they will connect you again. I mean, maybe it says Druden, you know, he's got a better way of saying it than I do, right? Like Claimyr will connect you in case you guys get dropped. Don't give up. Go get some food. Go for a quick walk. You know, do some jumping jacks, right? Get the energy out, and then just settle down in and have Claimyr call you back and get on hold again. Like that's the cool thing about Claimyr, guys. Like it gets you on hold as many times as you need to be on hold and help you guys, you know, get in contact with the phone agent. And again, you guys got to realize not every phone agent is going to be super nice. Not every phone agent is going to help you get everything fixed. So you're going to have to keep talking to different agents until you get your claim paid. That's the game, guys. I'm sorry. There's no easier way I can put it. Okay, let's check emails. We got a couple people. Brenda, you're going to be next. I'm looking for Stuck in Fresno. Hey, there you are, Stuck in Fresno. All right. Cool. So these are going to be the last 2 calls I set up today. I've got a hard stop here in about 3 minutes. I really wanted to thank everyone for coming on and joining today. It was a great live stream. I hope all of you, you know, appreciate the the amount of work that you guys all did by sticking around and listening to me go off like I did. I really hope you guys learned a lot today. You know, I hope you guys will do me the favor of not just like, you know, oh, that guy on YouTube, he helped me out, you know, whatever, like I got my money or, you know, or it didn't work, right? Like come back in and like, you know, pay it forward. You know, let me know via email. Hey, I got paid. I'd like to do a quick interview to tell other people how, you know, calling helped. It's not about selling Claimyr. It's about telling people like, I watched this crazy live stream, you know, I was pending since December, maybe I'm MJ, and I contacted my assembly member and then we were calling and then we're trying all these things. And the next thing I knew, like I got my claim paid. And the reason that we want to do these phone interviews, guys, or these video recordings is we want to give more people hope. I mean, like Steven Fresno, like you're sitting there telling me like, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I can get past a phone interview. Can you imagine like how many people watching a YouTube interview on a little channel like mine, like, you know, saw that news, like how much hope that would give them? Like that's what I'm talking about, paying it forward. Okay. And if you don't want to, that's totally fine. It's no pressure, right? But it's just like it's one way of paying it forward. You guys like you can come onto the live stream after I save it, you know, like tomorrow or later this evening and be like, yo, I thought this was a total scam from Claimyr. I thought this guy was a joke or whatever. And I actually got some help. And it's for real. You know, Claimyr does what it says they're going to do, which is they get you on hold and they give you the callbacks. They don't fix your claim. They don't promise anything that they can't do. You know, they don't get you in touch with these agents, but they definitely get you on hold. And that's the first biggest step. So anyways, that's the type of things you guys could help me out with. You know, and like I said, I care about each and every one of you guys actually getting your benefits fixed. I really do. I want you guys to get back on with your life. All right. Benji Lewis, how do we reach the recomputation department? You know, I didn't even know there was the recomputation department. And I'm not teasing you at all. I literally didn't know there was the recomputation department. Perhaps Victor has an answer for that. I don't know about the recomputation department. You can ask. You can literally ask when you talk to somebody on the phone using Claimyr, you know, to get on hold and you actually have EDD pick up. You could ask them and be like, "Can I talk to the recomputation department?" Might work. I mean, personally, I think you want to find out, you know, what specifically is going on with your claim and why you need to talk to the recomputation department. Beck writes, I've called 1,000 times on my own and never got through. Well, Beck, today is your lucky day. You are going to get through. And you're going to get through 10 more times, man, using Claimyr over the next 48 hours. So have a ball, man. And guys, here's the other thing too. Like, if you guys get paid over the next like couple, you know, this afternoon or whatever, and you guys got a neighbor or a friend that needs a callback, you know, maybe another part of the city or whatever the case is, like set up the callbacks on your phone and take the phone over to them and use those callbacks for them and help them get their unemployed, you know, thing going, right? Like, you know, pay it forward as much as you can. All right, I promise you, Brenda, I'm getting your call set up right now. I know I said I've got to shut the live stream down, but I've also got to get these 2 calls out. I really like doing the live streams. They're a lot of fun for me. It's it's really it's one of the reasons I really enjoy doing this is because I like helping people. I genuinely like helping people. Um, and I really like to see people have good results. But I also know that, you know, it's really, really hard to get your head wrapped around the fact that, like, you know, you're going to have to call multiple times. You're going to have to talk to agents multiple times, potentially, you know. But there's so much good news that came out around, hey, Brenda, let me know. You see that success message that flashed up there? That's your callback. Let me know if you got that text, okay? Steven, I'm getting your setup right now too. And I'm doing this on, guys, like on my phone. On my phone. If it'll show up. That's why I'm looking down. I'm punching this in myself. Steven, let me know when your call comes through. Or not call comes through. I'm sorry. Let me know when your text comes through after I get this order done. But yeah, like I do this because I love doing this. Like I've helped a lot of people with unemployment claims. I've helped a lot of my friends and family with unemployment claims, and you know, it's like it's the first job I've ever actually had that um, I'm passionate about, and I know I'm actually doing good work for people. And you know, even if it's just educating people and sharing what limited knowledge I have, um, it's huge. And I get to learn something every single day. Every single day I do a live stream, there's something new that I learn. And I'll be the first to admit that I don't know everything. I'm not an expert, but I make up for that in, you know, my willingness and my passion to, you know, keep showing up. All right, let's see if this goes through. Okay, cool. Steven, you're going to get a call back too, okay? So Brenda and Steven, do you see this on the screen? Be on the lookout for that 800-300-5616 number, okay? Hey Brenda, you're so welcome. Receive the text message. You're so welcome. I hope you guys all paid attention during this live stream, right? You guys have 10 more callbacks. You just need to reply yes to the callbacks, and you'll get 10 more of these callbacks from EDD today, tomorrow morning, and Friday. Okay. You know, use them, guys. Take advantage of them. Share them with your friends and family if you don't need them anymore. Like they go away after 48 hours. Awesome. Stuck in Fresno. I'm glad you got that. Okay, Michael Nelson writes, okay, I'm back. Good news. She adjusted my claims for 3 weeks. My claim balance is now 0. She put a note on my claim to give me extension for PEUX and transfer me to tier 2. Ooh. Nice, Michael. Congrats, man. So look, you're now being transferred over to a tier 2 rep. Unfortunately, you might get hung up on, right? That disconnect. So, man, what are you going to do, right? You just keep replying yes, and you're writing some notes down. You guys are all going to be super friendly and kind with these agents. You're going to get better results that way. You're writing down what the agents are telling you. You guys aren't interrupting the agents. You're letting them look at what's going on with your claim. You don't need to tell them, you know, your whole story about why, you know, this has been so horrible for you. Just keep it factual. All right. Keep it to the point. you know, that you guys obviously, hey, they know why you're calling. They know there's a problem with your claim. All right, let them do their work. If they can't connect you to a tier 2 or won't connect you, you can politely ask them, say, hey, look, I've got financial hardship. You guys know how hard it is to reach someone. Is there any possibility of me talking to a tier 2 claim specialist or an adjuster to see if there's any work that could be done on this claim today? Please, right? Ask those types of questions, right? Write things down, guys. Like keeping this, and then keep talking to them. Like I told Hannah earlier today, she's like, oh yeah, they told me, like, you know, I should see something in 2 weeks. And I'm like, I don't buy it. Hannah, like, use the callbacks. I'm telling you, you keep calling them until, especially with these 10 callbacks, you keep calling them until you find that super experienced agent, okay, that is like, I really like you. You've been nice. You asked how my day was. You thanked me for the work that I do. I know how to fix your claim, and let's do this over the phone. That's what you're looking for, guys. Okay? All right. Okay. Lori, the number is wrong. Okay, Lori, so the number is wrong. Lori, I'm going to highlight that, and I will double check that for you. I promise. Myrna writes, my mom can't get her money for a second time. Suck in Fresno, you're so welcome. Myrna, I don't know why your mom can't get her money for the second time. Myrna, I'm not sure. Let's see if there's any other ones here. Jacqueline Turner, your hair has changed since the start of this live. You are quite observant. So yeah, it's super humid in my house, and yeah, it's like getting more curly as the minutes and hours go by. That's so funny. Thanks, Jackie. That's a good comment. I like that. All right, Cherry writes, I have been severely affected by COVID. I'm going through a divorce. I faced eviction, and myself and my daughter in temporary housing. I've used everything I've saved up to get into housing to live. If I don't receive money very soon, I will lose all my storage and all it belongs to. I'm devastated. Hey, Cherry, what I recommend is this. Right now, today, you need to contact your assemblyman right now and do that. You need to let them know what's going on. Let them know that you have financial hardship. And if you don't hear back from them, call them and email them. If you don't hear back from them in 24 hours, contact another assemblyman and keep doing that until you hear from somebody. I'll be doing another live stream. I might be doing one on Friday. I might. If not, it'll be next week sometime. So if you guys are subscribed to the channel, what I do is I'll put up a video announcing it, or I'll put up just the notification that there's an upcoming live stream, and you guys can just see it right there. Okay? All right, let's see. Beck writes, wow, I'm already on hold. Thanks so much. Beck, yeah, congratulations, Beck. So you've called like 1,000 times and you used Claimyr, and now you're on hold. So guys, it works, right? The magic, that's the magic. Now the thing is there's the magic of trying to have the dedication, the perseverance to, you know, stick it through, use those callbacks, keep getting involved with these agents, deal with the disconnects, all this good stuff, right? All the information I share with you today is all the key information that you guys need to get your claim fixed, okay? Armani Rodriguez, I have not received my callback. I paid $20 yesterday, and yes, I replied yes to get a callback, and still no success. Hey, Armani, you need to contact right now support at Claimyr.com. And that's in the text message that they send you guys, okay? Contact support at Claimyr.com, Armani. They will get you taken care of. I promise. They are all on it. Yeah, Lori, would you email me again, and I will send you a call. You will get one today. I promise you. Just send me another email, and I'll send you a call. It's going to be after this live stream, which is, I've got it. I'm already over. So let's see. Michael Nelson, I've never seen or heard of a PEUX extension. Yeah, there's all these weird ones out there. I think there's like tier 1 augmentations, tier 2 augmentations. I'm not an expert in it. Yeah. Good luck, Michael. And hey, guys, like, please come back to the live stream after this ends and put some comments into the live stream. Like, let me know what ended up happening, okay? Joel, hey Joel, good to see you again. Hello, did you hear EDD screwed up? There's a glitch. For PEUC, there's not supposed to be 3 work searches. they ask when listening. It's supposed to be just one. EDD is fixing it. Yeah, that's always been the case. You've never needed to upload 3 work searches for anything other than than FedEd claims. Yeah, I don't know. They've got a glitch, but I for everybody that has a regular UI, PEUC, or a PUA claim, you only need to do 1 work search a week. You just need to apply yes to that question every week. Victor Lamb, call Lorena Gonzalez and ask for Lucas if you've already contacted your local assemblyman member and gotten no response. Yeah, so guys, listen to what Victor just stated here. If you have not gotten a response from your assemblyman and you haven't gotten a call back today, contact Lorena Gonzalez and ask for Lucas. All right, Lorena Gonzalez, she's an assemblyman in California. Just type that in, Google it, however you got to find it. Contact her and ask for Lucas, and they'll get the ball moving on your claim. Beck, I appreciate you very much. You're so very welcome, Beck, and good luck. Okay. And again, Beck, to you, same thing. If you get nowhere with your, your purchase with Claimyr, contact that support at claimyr.com. And here's a secret: they give you more calls if you're nice and kind to them, and you let them know, like, hey, I used the 10 calls, they all got dropped or whatever. Like, they'll send you some more calls if you're nice and courteous to them. Okay. Stuck in Fresno, contact info for Lorena Gonzalez Lucas. Yeah, guys, I appreciate this. I got to shut the live stream down. Just Google that, okay? It'll show up. Cherry, I've received a payment since March. Cherry, contact your assemblyman, and then show up to the next live stream. We'll get you some calls set up. Sadruden Nesdruden, Michael, try calling, being in the queue very early in the morning after 8:30. They have over 2,000 calls on hold. So after 8, it's possibly impossible to get through to tier 2. Yep. Sherry, contact another assemblyman and then show up to my next live stream. We'll get you some calls set up. Okay, Armani, good luck. Let me know if that works out. Guys, thank you so much for your time today. This was great. I really hope this was valuable for you. I really appreciate so many of you staying on hold. I hope this worked. Please, let me know if you ever would like to do a video interview with me. And then certainly drop some comments in the live stream. It really helps build up, obviously, that this is a viable thing. Let your friends and family know that I'm doing this. Like, there's only like 40 people that showed up today, and I know there's like over 2.95 million people that have unemployment claims, and there's hundreds of thousands of you with pending claims. So why aren't people showing up? I don't know. Don't really care, but share it with your friends and family. Thanks a lot, everyone. I really appreciate it. The last thing I was going to ask is that if you guys can leave some good comments out there, on some of the other YouTube channels, that, I'm not a scam. These live streams aren't a scam. That, you can drop in the Facebook groups that, I'm not a scam and that Claimyr's not a scam. That would be helpful to me. So with that said, thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, Sherry, if you can't afford Claimyr, yeah, just come to the live stream. We'll get you set up, and we'll probably have one, like I said, either Friday or early next week. Okay. All right, guys, with that said, thank you so much again. It was great. I look forward to talking with you all soon. Okay. All right. Bye.